The following is a live sports presentation of Glycod. GLICOD.com.
Glycod's coverage of Central Kentucky high school football starts now. Presented by Bluegrass Community and Technical College.
Good evening, everyone, from the Sayre Athletic Complex in Lexington. Welcome to another broadcast of Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod. Tonight, a quarterfinal playoff matchup between the Sayre Spartans and the Pikeville Panthers. We expect a real good one tonight here on a cool night in Lexington. I'm Keith Elkins, Bill Powell alongside, and we look forward to bringing this one to you. And, Bill, this is a game that Pikeville always expects to be in. They've got that tradition down there, 4 times in 5 years state champs. But Sayre is building its own tradition as well, aren't they?
Absolutely. When Coach Pinkston started this program 7 years ago after a 40-year absence, he's done nothing but make great strides with this program. And, of course, huge challenge tonight. As you said, the legacy of what Pikeville has done, even before Coach McNamara came with Hillard Howard, has just been super impressive. So it's a big hurdle for them tonight. So
it will be, and this Sayre team has a high-powered offense. They've been outstanding on defense as well this year, but they're facing a big, powerful team in Pikeville. It looks like that might be the challenge if you're talking about matchups in general.
I think so. I was fortunate to see Sayre earlier in the year, and their offense is just really impressive. You know, Coach Pennington, obviously, with his NFL experience, knows how to pick apart a defense. But at the end of the game, you still got to rely on the offensive defensive line, and so we'll have to see how Sayre matches up with Pikeville tonight.
Well, a lot of weapons on both teams, and we look forward to bringing it to you on a cool night. They've been having a little bit of light rain here in the last hour or so as we take a look at the weather forecast. Tonight's weather forecast presented by Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment. They offer the right equipment for the right job. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, 1111 Winchester Road. It's 45 degrees right now as we approach game time, and we expect the temperature to remain in the low 40s throughout the evening. Getting a pretty good breeze right now, and also that light rain, which is expected to dissipate here in the next few minutes, and we hope that it'll be dry during the remainder of the night and the remainder of this ball game. So we will be back in just a moment as our pregame show continues here on Glycod.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
A new year means next level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Magnesium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Magnesium method develops the critical thinking and problem-solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Magnesium, we're changing lives through math.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Have fun.
Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you.
With Fast Signs, see the visual possibility in your business. See it in lights and flags, on a van, in metal, on the floor, in color. With signs and graphics, you can say anything, do anything, be anything. So make your statement. With your masterful team of visual marketing experts, anything is possible. Fast Signs, make your statement.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at donfranklinauto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time. While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by the Kentucky Army National Guard. Serve your country while going to school or work full-time. Find your fit at nationalguard.com.
Talking with Coach Chris McNamee of Pikeville, and Coach, you're advancing in the playoffs as you usually do, but on the other hand, this team really put it together in the second half of the season. Tell me about their development and how things progressed as the season went along.
Well, I think the first part of our schedule, we played some really tough teams, Corbin, Ironton, Belfry, Johnson Center, those kind of guys that, we always want to play those good teams early, see what our weaknesses are, and hopefully we can work on those throughout the season so we can get to this point.
You feel pretty good about the way things are now as far as the team's mindset and their preparation?
Well, I think mindset's good. We've got several injuries we've been kind of dealing with this back half of the season. I think our guys are ready to play. We know we've got a great opponent in Sayre tonight, and hopefully we'll come out and just play hard.
Isaac Duty is among several players that are going to play college football, it looks like. But tell me about him. He's a very important part of your club, obviously, and he has had a great season for you.
He has. He's a 3-year starter for us at quarterback, and just kind of he understands what we're trying to do offensively, even though we've got some young guys in there at times that don't, so he can get everybody where they need to be. And he's just done a great job for us. And you look at people like Brendan Anthony, who's a 4-year starter for us on the defensive side of the ball that plays running back for us. Isaiah Stanley does a great job. Will Harold up front, Lane Ford are both seniors. Andrew Ferguson's doing a great job. So we've got a lot of guys with some good experience now that we're in the game, I guess, 13. But it's been a process to get here, and we still have a long way we need to go to improve.
Pikeville is a great community for high school football. They really get behind your team, and of course you've helped by building and maintaining a great football program too. But tell me about how that works and what the community support means to you.
Well, the community support is unmatched in my opinion. I think Pikeville's a football town. We're just an independent school in a small town who the community really gets behind our school both academically and athletically, and I think those things go hand in hand. And we push our kids for excellence in everything that they do, and our community understands that and backs us on that.
And you've won the championship 4 of the last 5 years. In a way, it creates some high pressure and expectations, but on the other hand, what a great tradition to build on. That's the way I would assume that you try to communicate to the players as they try to extend those streaks.
It is, and they've been a part of some really good football teams, and we talk about legacy and all that kind of stuff. What does this group want to leave? And they were big parts of those ones the past couple of years, but this is their senior year, and I know they want to go out on top, but it's a game-by-game process, and no easy task for us this year. It seems like last year might have been a little bit easier, but this year, teams are a lot better. Sayre's a really good football team, and we'll see how it goes tonight.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about the challenges posed by this Sayre team. I mean, what do you have to do to win?
Well, I think offensively, they're doing what they've done for several years. They've got a Pennington at quarterback who understands the offense. They've got guys around that can throw the ball to, and they do a good job running the ball. But I think the biggest difference in them this year is their defense. I think with the Slayball kid at linebacker, he's a really tough linebacker, got a great nose for the ball. A lot of times you don't see really good receivers play defensive back the way Brock Kaufman does, but he comes up and fills the alley well, and they just play super hard together, their whole team. They get a lot of people to the football. So they're well-rounded offensively, defensively, and special teams.
All right, thanks a lot. Good luck tonight.
All right, thank you.
We'll be right back on Glycod.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time. While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Drive with the confidence and security of a pre-owned Kia from Cartown Kia. This incredible certification package is loaded with a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 10 years of national roadside assistance, and 2 years of free maintenance. Choose from over 70 certified pre-owned Kias or over 1,000 vehicles of all makes and models. It's new car driving at used cars prices with certified pre-owned Kias from CartownKiaUSA.com.
Let's get real. For a lot of people, 4 years of college might as well be $1 million. With us, you can get a certificate in a matter of months and start a career right away. College for the real world. College for your world.
Calling all football fans. Come on down to Roosters, where the wings are hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Roosters is where you can catch all the action of the game and enjoy a delicious meal. Choose from 15 varieties of sauces. Even try our burgers, salads, and out-of-this-world pizzas. Something for everyone at Roosters. Dine in, carry out, or let us cater. Open late for the Night Owls. Visit our Richmond Road location or off Nicholasville Road by Walmart.
I love Head Start.
Children love Head Start, and you will too. Community Action Council's prep academies are hiring now. Head Start is an early childhood education program for children from birth to age 5. Help us give more children the Head Start advantage.
Teacher, what are you waiting for?
Join our team of dedicated education professionals. Apply online today at comaction.org. What are you waiting for?
Stuck on the road? Call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling. You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football on Glycod.
Back at the Sayre Athletic Complex in Lexington. Glad to have you with us on Glycod tonight. I'm Keith Elkins, Bill Powell alongside. Chris McElligott and Katie Atkins are our producers. Abby Powers will be our camera operator tonight as we bring you this big playoff game between Pikeville and the Sayre Spartans tonight. But right now, it's time to take a look at the keys to the game. Tonight's keys to the game are presented by Martin's Peterbilt of Central Kentucky. They strive to keep your trucks moving through outstanding parts availability and unmatched service, all while glorifying Jesus Christ and building relationships. And Bill, what about the keys to tonight's ball game?
Well, I think one of the first things we got to look at, Keith, is it's the first really intemperate weather we've had this season. It's cold, it's wet, and it'll be interesting to see how both teams handle this. That's always a factor. You never know. I think it's a bigger factor for us older folks right here. You know, right. I saw the young guys running around in their T-shirts, and maybe it's not as big a factor as I thought. But
it's always senior night for us.
It feels like Buffalo out here tonight. I'll just say that. But I think that's one factor. The second factor, I think, is we have to look at what will Pikeville do to slow down this prolific offense from Sayre and Luke Pennington. You know, will they try to stunt a lot and try to get pressure on the quarterback, or will they stay back and just try to cover the receivers as best they can? It'll be interesting to see how they attack that defensively. And then I think a third thing is I think there's a little bit of a size differential. And Pikeville appears to be a little bigger, and whether they're more physical or not remains to be seen. But I think they have played a more difficult schedule, and so I think we'll just have to see how that plays out tonight, and it'll be interesting to see.
All right, well, it should be a good matchup, interesting matchups in styles and the various strengths of these two teams. It'll be Pikeville and Sayre, and we are getting closer and closer to game time, and we'll be right back with more of our pregame show, including comments from Sayre coach Chad Pennington right after this on Glycod.
Glycod on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycod.
A new year means next level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Magnesium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Magnesium method develops the critical thinking and problem-solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Magnesium, we're changing lives through math.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Talking with Coach Chad Pennington of Sayre, and Chad, this numbers for your offense are the ones that jump out to fans, and they certainly are spectacular. I want to ask you about them, but you've also got some great defensive numbers. Your defensive unit has had a good season as well, haven't they?
We've been fortunate. Our guys have developed nicely going into the how we were going to be able to fit up front. We lost 4 or 5 starters on the offensive line and then lost some size on the defensive line. But our guys have really come in and just really taken to the development process and the coaching and really have just gotten better week by week. And so we've been pleased with our progress. We know we have a big challenge tonight, but we've been pleased with what we've seen so far.
And on the offensive side, Luke Pennington, your son, is an outstanding quarterback who has put up some phenomenal numbers this year. His main partner has been Brock Kaufman, although he has a number of receivers that he can go to. But tell me what makes Luke and Brock such a special pair.
Well, number one, their work ethic. They work harder than anybody in our program after practice, before practice, studying the game. They're true students of the game, and they really enjoy that part of it. 2, they've worked together long enough where they got a really good feel for each other. And then 3, I think Luke does a good job of making sure he's not just totally concentrated on Brock. We know that we've got to get the ball to other people so that Brock can remain open at times instead of just forcing him the ball. But Brock's done an excellent job his 4 years here, just continually getting better, listening to the coach and taking it all in. And so has Luke. Those two have been really fun to coach.
You use the concept throwing guys open as you use that in your success as a quarterback up to the professional level, and just wonder, is that something a high school quarterback can really get to and not maybe necessarily master, but make a lot of progress in? Could you explain the concept too?
Yeah, 100%. You know, when you're throwing someone open, you're throwing where they're going to be. And you're not waiting for them to get into a specific spot. You're trusting that they're going to get to that spot, and you're going ahead and releasing the ball with timing and accuracy early, which then, if it's in the right spot, the receiver's able to catch it and then make a move and have some space for yards after the catch. And we've talked about that a lot, worked on that a lot, really putting the ball in the best positions to give our receivers a chance to make yards after the catch, seeing those holes, seeing those pockets, and being able to anticipate those types of throws.
When you look at the Pikeville team, one of the numbers that stands out is the great size that they have, a lot of size and strength. How do you try to counter that?
They've always had size. They've always had strength. Chris does an amazing job with his program. They love football down there, and it's what they're about. And so have a lot of respect for what they've done over the years, and this year is no different. They're going to come in. They're going to try to impose their physical size and strength and stature on us. We've got to be able to use our quickness to our advantage. We've got to get a lot of guys around the football. We've got to be able to tackle. Brandon Anthony is an extremely good running back who breaks a lot of tackles on first contact. And so we've got to make sure that we continue to drive our feet, not just go to the ground. If one guy's got him in his grasp, we've got to let his buddies come in and help him. And so it's got to be a team tackling effort.
You've built this program from the start, and building a football program requires athletes and equipment, but it requires a lot more than that too. You really have to build a community, especially at a place like Sayre. You're going to need alumni all in on you for you. How did you go about doing that? What was the key to the process?
Well, our first core value is work ethic, and you've got to be able to put in the work, and you can't expect anyone else to do it for you. So as a head coach, our coaches, our parents, you know, the school provides the opportunity to play the game, but we as parents and coaches and everyone involved provide the experience, and that's a big difference. And so we're all about the experience, making sure that each kiddo that comes through our program, when he leaves our program, he can say, that program made me better, that program set me up for the next chapter of my life, regardless if it's in football or not. That doesn't matter. There's so many life lessons that can be taught and learned within the game. And so that's what we started with, and we continually talk about that, is our core values and how we can partner with our school community and partner with our families to develop one of the most important people in their lives, and that's their son.
Thanks a lot. Good luck tonight.
You got it. Thank you.
We'll be right back on Glycod.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech 24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
Let's get real. You could go to work right after high school, but spend a little time with us and we'll give you a better chance to do more, be more, and earn more. College for the real world. College for your world.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com.
Need a tow? Martin's Peterbilt Towing Service is here 24/7. Based in London and Pikeville, we will travel to you. Commercial trucks and trailers, no job too big. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
Calling all football fans. Come on down to Roosters, where the wings are hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Roosters is where you can catch all the action of the game and enjoy a delicious meal. Choose from 15 varieties of sauces. Even try our burgers, salads, and out-of-this-world pizzas. Something for everyone at Roosters. Dine in, carry out, or let us cater. Open late for the Night Owls. Visit our Richmond Road location or off Nicholasville Road by Walmart.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time. While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by the Kentucky Army National Guard. Serve your country while going to school or work full-time. Find your fit at nationalguard.com.
Back at the Sayre Athletic Complex. We're just a few minutes away from game time now. I want to tell you that this broadcast is authorized by Sayre School with production rights owned by Glycod. Our aim is to provide the most positive representation for all participating student athletes, coaches, and game personnel. Thank you very much for watching. And tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by Roosters, a fun, casual place and a great place to watch tonight's game on Glycod. Visit any of their 3 Central Kentucky locations or order online at roosterswings.com. Keith Elkins along with Bill Powell. And Bill, in these starting lineups tonight to include these 2 quarterbacks who are leaders for their team. Both are going on to play college ball. Pennington at Dayton and Duty at Pikeville. And he has an offer from Pikeville, and he'll go on to play college ball. But these are 2 outstanding leaders and 2 guys that we can look to be key players in this game tonight.
You know, we can say all we want about offense and defensive lines and all the other people who are really important, but it all starts and ends with the quarterback, and both of these teams are led by an experienced, outstanding quarterback, and so that's one of the reasons both teams are here.
And we've talked about the size differential. If we looked at those lineups across the defensive and offensive lines, it's going to be a size and strength advantage for Pikeville, isn't it?
I think so. But yet, you know, you're always sort of a little put off there. You look at that Sayre defense, and, you know, they've only been giving up less than 5 points a game, 4.9. So they're doing something right. And but I'm not sure that they've quite faced someone quite as physical as Pikeville. But nevertheless, I expect them to have a good showing defensively as well.
And we will take one more pregame break and then be back with the start of tonight's ball game in just a moment here on Glycod.
We're here to hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
Little everyday conversations about the dangers of underage drinking can make a big difference in a child's life. Talk, they hear you.
Let's get real. With us, you'll get a great education that can lead to a great career faster. Even better, you won't end up with crippling debt. College for the real world. College for your world.
From Glycod, it's Central Kentucky High School football, presented by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. Never underestimate you. Tonight's game is brought to you by Cartown Kia in Nicholasville, movement that inspires. IBEW Local 369, power up your potential. Mathnasium of East and West Lexington, changing lives through math. Roosters, a fun, casual place for wings and more. Martin's Peterbilt of Central Kentucky, Community Action Council, New Vista, Tech 24, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, and Fast Signs. Now to the field for all the action from Glycod on Central Kentucky High School football, presented by Bluegrass Community and Technical College.
Just about set to go here at Sayre. Hope you enjoy our broadcast tonight on Glycod. A quarterfinal game here in Single A between two excellent Single A teams, Sayre and Pikeville. Pikeville is getting set to receive on this opening kickoff. Arms will kick it off for the Sayre Spartans, and we are underway. The ball taken on the far side at about the 10-yard line. That's Hall, and he comes up to about the 20, 25-yard line and brought down right there, and the Sayre fans are fired up, and Bill, we're underway.
Yes, Demonte Braxton made a good opening field tackle right there and certainly got this Sayre team off to a good start, hopefully defensively, but nice open field tackle there by the young man.
So watch for the quarterback, the veteran quarterback duty. He's wearing number 6, and Brendan Anthony, one of the leaders of that Pikeville offense, behind him. Here's the snap and the hand, and it's Anthony, and he's up to about the 30-yard line.
There's a gain of 5 yards on the play.
Pick up a 5.
Of course, we weren't sure what we were going to see tonight, but that's really what I expect to see is lining up in the full house backfield. Even though they like to throw the ball and throw it well, I think they're going to want to see if Sayre can step up defensively to that power game.
Panthers on the move now at 2nd and 5 at the 30. Again, they'll come right in there with Anthony, and he is brought down at about the 27-yard line, set up a 3rd down and short. Brendan Anthony, 5'10", 215, a senior, very solid, and 125 carries, over 1,100 yards rushing on the season.
Yeah, and he was brought down by Brock Kaufman there. You know, he's, of course, the stud receiver there, so not only is he a great receiver, but he's one of the leading tacklers on that defense for Sayre.
All comes out wide right as we get ready for a 3rd down and 2 play from the 33. The snap, and straight ahead they go, but Sayre is right there. They stop him, and now we're going to be set up with a 4th down situation, it appears.
A little stunt in there from the inside backer, and they just jammed it up in there in a nice way to start the game for this Sayre defense.
A 4th down and 1. And you'll see Caudle back there in punt formation. And back to receive for Sayre is Brock Kaufman. He's standing at about his 35-yard line. And it looks like the Spartans are about to get their first opportunity on offense. The kick is away. Kaufman comes up. He takes it on the move, comes up to the 40, 45, midfield, and is tripped up as he gets over into Pikeville territory. Excellent field position, Bill, for this Sayre offense on their first possession.
They couldn't have asked for a better script to start the game. And Kaufman there shows why he's such an outstanding person with the ball in his hands right there. Caught that punt on the run without any hesitation. Nice return. So
your quarterback is number 10, Luke Pennington.
Luke Pennington. Applause from the crowd for him. What a spectacular career he's had, and more to go. A lot of football still to be played. He hopes for at least a couple of more weeks, and he's in there now and waiting for that first snap. He's got it. Pitches out to his left and missed connections that time with Charlie Slayball. They are quite a pair as well, but that time a little bit out in front of him.
Yeah, I think you just want to start and get a couple completions under his belt. Just let him just a little bit, maybe a little early game jitters there, because as we know, his throwing percentage, completion percentage is off the charts.
Yeah, it's like, 80%
yes,
on the year.
Incredible.
80%, that is incredible. Because they certainly know Sayre's going to put it in the air a lot. And he's been able to do that, and with a great touch and great accuracy. The Spartans with a 2nd and 10 now from the 47-yard line. Pennington gets the snap. He's looking downfield, throws out to his left. He's got Kaufman. Kaufman at the 40 and gets inside the 40 to about the 38 before he's pushed out of bounds. Deontay Stevens over there along with Anthony for Pikeville.
Yeah, and you know, Keith, if you listen to those opening game comments there by Coach Pennington, that was exactly what he was talking about. His son threw the ball before Kaufman turned and threw it to a spot and just did a really nice job, and that's why their passing game is really tough to defend.
That makes it such a difference in a quarterback's accomplishments, his progress, when you can do that, because it takes a lot of confidence as well as skill to do that, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
And trust.
A lot of practice together.
Slayball comes in motion now next to Pennington in the backfield. 1st and 10 at the 37 for Sayre on their first drive. Slayball takes the handoff and hits into the middle of the line, gets down to about the 35 and about the 34-yard line. Picked up 3 tough yards, but so far that Sayre offensive line is being able to make a little movement in there, create a little room.
Sure, and we can't underestimate these Sayre backs. I was looking at their averages there. Charlie Slayball has only ran for 640 yards, but a 9.6-yard clip there. So they're capable of doing some damage. They're going to keep you off balance.
Sayre has some weapons, no doubt, and they are undefeated on the season. Sayre 12-0, Pikeville at 7-5. Most of those losses were early, though. Here is Pennington looking, got some time, fires out to his right, got a receiver out there near the 30, inside the 30.
Number 7,
Chase Parker on the reception.
Yeah, just did a little curl, settled in there, and a good accurate throw by Luke Pennington.
They're going to get a brief stoppage of play here. That's Caudle heading for the Pikeville sideline with a limp, and he'll be tended to over there. It'll be a 3rd down and 7 for Sayre. The ball at the 34-yard line. I said inside the 30. It's at the 34.
They've definitely got to hope Caldwell's not hurt very much because he's an anchor on that defensive line and then one of the top running backs. So hopefully for Pikeville, he'll be able to come back.
Yeah, Caudle's 6-footer, 215, a senior, 87 tackles on the season, 38 solo. So he's a big part of that defensive effort and offense as well, as you mentioned. No score first quarter. Here's the snap. They fake ahead to Kaufman, and then straight ahead it goes. Charlie Slayball took the snap that time and went straight ahead. He's close to a first down. He's got it.
Really like that play call there. Big, tough kid. He's a good size himself, 185 pounds, 6'1". Good all-around athlete, by the way. He's signed to play baseball. I think it's at Columbia.
Columbia, that's right. So, you know who else played baseball at Columbia? Lou Gehrig played baseball.
That's exactly right, Lou Gehrig.
That's quite a baseball tradition there at Columbia. And, of course, a tremendous, wonderful academic school.
Yes.
For Charlie Slayball. Here's Pennington back to throw now. He fires downfield. Kaufman out there just maybe off the fingertips. Yeah. But they were unable to connect that time. Pretty good coverage.
Nice throw. About 6 inches too high right there. That would have been 6. But I was really impressed right there. They stunted that outside backer there, but he was picked up. And so nice job on the blocking there by that offensive unit.
So we're seeing Pennington here in the early going. You can see why he has such success. Just a good touch on the ball, and they give him time back there too. They obviously make that a priority, but he has some time to throw. Second down and 10 from the 27. Sayre looking for the first score of the game. Pennington takes the snap and gives to Slayball. Tries to come around the left side, but Jeremiah Anderson is there waiting for him, the 205-pound sophomore who has 118 tackles on the season. He was right there.
On the play, he gains 1 yard. 3rd and 9.
Good job of mixing it up there by the offense. Trying to keep that Pikeville defense honest and appreciating that Sayre can run the ball, so keep them from pinning their ears back too much.
3rd down and about 9, so we'll see what the Spartans come up with here. Kaufman out to the right. Now Slayball joins Pennington in the backfield. Pennington takes the snap and looks to his right and fires it out there, and he's got Kaufman. And the catch is made, and that's good for a first down.
Pennington's pass is complete.
I don't have that replay in front of me, but I can tell you again, he threw that ball before Kaufman made his cut. And it's almost impossible to guard that.
Coach Chad Pennington mentioned in his pregame comments that the key to their success, I mean, they're both good athletes, of course, but they work at it, and they work at it together, and they have really put in the extra effort that it takes to have a little separation out there, not only on the field, but just in your career in general. And both of them are just having tremendous years for Sayre. 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line for the Spartans. The fake to Slay ball this time, and now Pennington unloads, and it is knocked away near the pylon.
Luke Pennington's pass intended for number 6, Camonte Braxton, is incomplete.
Probably not one of his better decisions to throw on that one, Keith. He threw it in double coverage over there, and he's really, really fortunate that he did not throw an interception there, but they're looking for the end zone for sure.
All right, second down. Second down and 10 from the 15. For Sayre, maybe the 16. Kaufman in motion, and the whistle blows.
And there is a 5-yard false start.
False start against Sayre, so that'll push him back, and now it'll be 2nd and 15 for the Spartans. Move it back to the 21-yard line.
A little over-eager on that one.
It's 6:46 to go. First quarter, no score. Parker comes wide left for Sayre. Pennington spins and looks that way, and the pass intended for Kaufman, but again, just a little bit out of reach. They might be just still trying to look to get in sync at this point. Of course, they're battling the elements out there, too. We don't know how much wind is on the field, but it got pretty breezy here earlier.
Yeah, and I think they had the matchup there he wanted. He ended up having Kaufman on a linebacker. Brendan Anthony, a good linebacker against the run, but Kaufman's a tough to handle for a linebacker in coverage.
Some of those front defensive players for Pikeville, Caden Thacker, 6'3" and 240. Drew Ferguson, 6'4", 255. They have some excellent size up front. We see Blake Caudle back in there now, which is good. He was shaken up earlier. Third down play for the Spartans. And now here is the ball knocked away from Pennington and a scramble for it. I think they're going to rule it an incomplete pass.
Yes. Referee was right on that and immediately ruled it incomplete despite the scrambling for the football.
And we now have 4th and 15.
So 4th and 15, and now they've pushed them back to 30. Well, let's see where they're going to mark it now. 4th and 15, yeah, and they'll be at the 21. Of course, the incomplete pass, so it goes right back to where it was, and that's where Sayre will deal with this 4th and 15 situation. So a big 4th down play. Going forward in that territory where you can, and here's the pass over the middle to Kaufman, and can't quite get there. He made a leap for it in the end zone, and they were not able to connect for the touchdown, and that will turn the ball over to Pikeville, so the Panthers have to feel pretty good about that defensive stand.
Yes, they do. On 3 throws on that drive, he just threw it just inches away from where Kaufman was able to get his hands on it, and all 3 of those could have been big plays. So we'll see how that plays out moving forward, but
starts its drive 1st and 10.
Not a bad series. I'm sure they would like to get 6 on the board.
21-yard line, the line of scrimmage. As Pikeville starts, here's their first pass. Duty throws left, but it's incomplete. Looked like it was Caudle out there that he was throwing to.
Little bubble screen. I'm not sure there would have been much opportunity, but you never know. You still got to bring them down. Looked like there were some defenders there, but nevertheless, you still have to make that tackle.
Well, Pikeville breaks the huddle. They send Braden Hall out to the right of Isaac Duty. Quick pitch over to the left. And a good gain.
carry gains 6 yards. Third
Pickup of 6 over on that far side. So it's a third down play coming up for the Panthers. Isaac Duty, 6'4", 215 senior, 130 out of 208 passing this year for 1,935 yards, 19 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Here's the snap and the give straight ahead to Anthony. Not much there for him. Sayre interior line right there waiting for him. Yeah, Pikeville player shaken up on the play, and Harrison Phillips given credit for the tackle. We'll take a break here and be right back in just a moment on Glycod.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com. You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Back at the Sayre Athletic Complex, no score in the ball game, 5:29 to go first quarter. We have an injured Pikeville player, and they're continuing to tend to him, and now it looks like he's about ready to try to get up on his feet.
Two nice stands on consecutive series for that Sayre defense. So nice kudos to that defensive line right there. On both times they ran power up the middle, and both times the Sayre defense was able to stuff that offensive line surge and force them to punt.
Well, if you think of the size advantage we've said with Pikeville, but I guess one way you overcome that is with just good fundamental play, execute well, and then, of course, know what the plan is and carry it out. And that's one way to at least try to counter that size advantage.
Right. And, I don't want to say that Sayre is tiny.
Right. Oh, yeah.
And when I looked at the roster later, I don't remember him being that big. But they've got one guy, Wyatt Moore, there. He's 6'5", 290, and another one, Pierre Kaufman, 6'4", 200. And so that's two guys that they've got there. But otherwise, it's 165, 180, and not what you typically see on your defensive line.
Well, I'm not sure I can pick up that number of the injured player at a teammate. 65, I think it is.
65. I think that's Riley West.
Riley West, the injured player. They assist him off the field. We hope he'll be able to come back and get in this ball game. So fourth down and about 3 yards to go. The ball in Pikeville territory at the 30. Set for the punt now. And the punt is away. It's a short one, and it's going to land it just up the field about the 40-yard line. Now picked up at the last second. That was Santos, who's normally the place kicker, but we saw Caudle have some trouble earlier in the game and left with being shaken up. He later returned, but he may not be able to punt.
I'm sure the audience heard they laugh on that. That was really neat. You got 7 guys crowded around the football, and Charlie Slayball says, you know what? Everybody's just standing around. I'm going to pick this thing up and see if I can go somewhere with it.
Let's see what happens, yeah. The ball at the 37-yard line now. Sayre on the attack. And what field position they've got. Here's the quick pass out to the left, and Kaufman has it at about the 35-yard line. Bill, I think that breeze we talked about has kicked up a little bit. I think I'm going to put it into the wind category now, aren't you?
Yeah, it feels like Chicago coming off Lake Michigan.
Second down and about 6. Ball at the 33-yard line. Pennington alone in the backfield now. Got 3 receivers to his right up toward the top of the screen. He turns quickly and fires out there to Kaufman. Kaufman across the 30. Down the sideline he goes. A penalty flag comes in as the tackle is made near the 20-yard line.
Luke Pennington's pass is complete.
Good idea right there by the offense. Coach Pennington just getting the ball to Kaufman in space. He's a pretty electric runner, so just getting the ball out there where he can do something. Flag came in the area where you think you might have a face mask, but we've had no indication yet.
So we'll look for that call from the officials. Oh, it's a hold on Sayre.
Okay. Yeah. A holding call against Sayre.
Seemed to come in pretty late in the play, but a hold is the call. And
the mark is 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
10 yards back they go. So now second down and looks like about 7.
I'm sure Coach Pennington is looking to this as 4-down territory.
Sayre breaks the huddle. Camonte Braxton, the receiver, down toward the bottom of the screen. Pennington looks right and fires over there. Gets the short completion.
Luke Pennington's pass is complete to number 2, Brock Kaufman.
Kaufman another catch. 79 catches on the season coming into this game and 1,323 yards. So
that's a lot of catches for a high school kid.
It sure is.
It really is.
Sure is.
And again, just a little quick out pattern. Balls thrown before he cuts to the sideline. Just so tough to stop.
Third and about 4 from around the 30-yard line. Pennington looks and fires, and a nice catch, a leaping grab down near the 20. That was Braxton, I think.
Yeah, Camonte Braxton on a nice catch there.
There's plenty on that ball too. That was a nice hands to bring it down.
Really was, especially considering these conditions out here.
Yeah.
Big catch from Luke Pennington. The gain is good for a first down, Sayre.
First down for Sayre. Ball at about the 22. Pennington rolling back to his left, turns and fires and got his man out there. That's sleigh ball. Brought down out of bounds. Down near the 20-yard line.
That's several times he's done that now. Pennington gets a good shoulder look to the right side. And, you know, lots of defensive guys are trained, read the shoulders of the quarterback. And when that quarterback turns his shoulders, then you're going to get the flow of that zone defense over there. Then he has a quick reversal and throws it over here to the other side. But nice job in that offense.
Chase Parker out wide right this time. He's made a lot of catches this season too, but Kaufman has been the main man in that receiving corps. Under some pressure, he throws incomplete that time. Kaufman was out there, but Pennington had to get rid of that one.
Yeah, linebacker Isaiah Stanley was right on him, stunning from that left position out there. And he had nothing to do with just get rid of that as quick as he could.
No score, been a defensive battle. Some good defensive stands here in this first quarter. Sayre and Pikeville. Sayre 12-0 on the year. Pikeville coming in at 7-5. But as mentioned, they put together a very nice second half of their season, and they are fully accustomed to advancing in these playoffs, Bill, and they're doing it again. The third down play coming. Snap to Pennington, looks left, looks right, gets Kaufman. That's going to be a first down, spins out of the tackle.
It's complete to number 2, Brock Kaufman.
Another example there, Keith. Looks one way, gives a good shoulder turn, quick pivot, knows where he wants to go with the football. He had confidence settled down in that little hook area there. And
Sayre has first and
nice effort after the catch on his part.
First and goal, and they are at about the 9-yard line. Now, that's just some good fundamental quarterbacking, isn't it? The moves in addition to the throws. It's so much more than just the throws.
Really is.
Sayre knocking on the door again. Slay ball in motion. Pennington looks toward the right and fires toward the end zone.
The incomplete pass brings second and goal to go at the 9.
That one over on the far side near that pylon, incomplete. And we'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. A second and goal from the 9 for Sayre. The snap, and now the run to the left by Slayball, looking for room around that left corner. Gets down to the 9, about the 5, and then brought down.
Charlie Slayball carries and gains 3 yards.
Running that offense sort of reminds me of Kentucky when they got Wimsatt in there. Running the Wildcat, and when you got a good runner like Slayball, can really put some pressure on that defense. And of course, he can throw the ball. He's a lefty. You know, he's got a good baseball arm, so I'm sure he can throw the ball if he needs to.
They're now at third and goal from the 6. Still got a scoreless game coming down to the final seconds of the first quarter. Pennington takes the snap, looks, and fires over the middle, and he's got the touchdown. No, is it picked off? It's picked off. It was deflected, looked like, and picked off. And down the sideline it goes, and Pikeville is in business after the interception.
Oh, it looked like he had him for the touchdown there. I guess from our vantage point, it's hard to see, but it looks like the Pikeville defender got a hand in there, bumped the ball up, and of course, then they came away with the interception. And fortunately for Sayre, they didn't take it all the way there. That would have been what a turn of events that would have been. I think Luke Pennington was on that tackle and looks to be a little shaken up.
Well, quite a turnaround there. Yeah, I thought the catch had been made, and the ball, I guess, popped loose or was deflected as he went down, and Pikeville comes up with it, and now the Panthers have a 1st and 10. Here comes Anthony around the right side. They're going to drag him down at about the 30-yard line.
Pretty sure he saw some holding in there. We'll see if that's the call, but they were able to turn that corner. It's always a giveaway when the guy's right in front of you, but he can't go to one side or the other.
Yeah.
But, he's being held.
Do we get a timeout?
I think it's the end of the quarter.
Or is it just the end of the quarter? Okay. That's the end of the first quarter of play, and the score, Pikeville nothing and Sayre nothing. It was a hold. We'll come back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment here on Glycott.
Bold impression when you show up in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
Save $4,250 off a new 2024 Kia Sorento, or lease for $279 down and $279 per month. At new 2024 Kia Fortes, just $229 down and $229 per month. Or save more with rates as low as 0.9%.
And don't forget our 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. Give them something to talk about in a new Kia from Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
Calling all football fans. Come on down to Roosters, where the wings are hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Roosters is where you can catch all the action of the game and enjoy a delicious meal. Choose from 15 varieties of sauces. Even try our burgers, salads, and out-of-this-world pizzas. Something for everyone at Roosters. Dine in, carry out, or let us cater. Open late for the Night Owls. Visit our Richmond Road location or off Nicholasville Road by Walmart.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Start of the second quarter, no score in the game, and short game for Pikeville on that first play.
And on your smartphone, you can go to hankthelegend.com and listen
Keith,
to all
it
the
appears
live.
that they may have had a fraction of a second, and
okay.
so we actually saw the first play just then of the first quarter. I didn't realize it till they ran that play.
Yeah, they did, because the clock had run to 0 on the board, but we thought that was the end of the first quarter, and after a very short break, they came out and ran one play, and now it actually is the end of the first quarter, and then we'll go on to the second quarter, so we'll keep it right here and bring you the second quarter of action, Pikeville and Sayre, and we expected a good one. We've got a good one. No score at the end of the first quarter. These two teams, Pikeville averages about 28 points a game. Sayre's average is in the 40s. .47 points a game for the Spartans and about 5 defensive points allowed for Sayre. So they've been outstanding on defense. Pikeville averaging about 28.5 points a game and giving up about 21 per game.
Sayre has definitely controlled field positioning so far tonight, Keith. Just
yes,
don't have anything to show for it.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of football down at to our left at the start of this ball game. Now Pikeville trying to get some offense going in the second quarter. A 2nd and 9 from about the 20-yard line. Duty hands off. That's Anthony getting in there. He's brought down after a gain of about 3 or 4.
And making the center tackle is number 2, Brock Kaufman.
He's a load to bring down. You know, he's 5'10", but 215 pounds. And he's ran for over 1,000 yards himself this season. 11:21 to be exact.
3rd down, about 6. Now Brendan Anthony. 1,131 yards on the season. And as we mentioned, 215 pounds, and he can get that 215 pounds going, but a nice defensive effort that time. And now at 3rd and 6. The Panthers have it, and Duty, the quarterback, straightens up and fires downfield. There's a catch made. Incomplete. Couldn't quite come up with it there. It was low, and that one bounced on this turf, and now it'll be a 4th down situation for Pikeville, 4th and about 6. And they've got Santes back there to punt. Had a short one the last time. This wind has picked up. Looks like that mist has returned as well.
You know, I heard earlier today, and no less a person than the old Hall of Fame quarterback there from the Patriots here and the Buccaneers.
Oh, Brady.
Brady was talking about the fact that he liked these kinds of games because offensively he knew where everyone was going. He said the defense doesn't know. That hasn't quite played out tonight like that, but we've got a lot of football left.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of football.
I think they also have to you have to convince yourself if you're playing in these elements that you have an advantage. I make the baseball comparison when the San Francisco Giants played at Candlestick Park, and it was about like this in the middle of July. They had to think that they had they had to make them think that they had the advantage over the opponents, or otherwise I guess you wouldn't even want to report to the ballpark at night. But Johnny LeMaster, the former Paintsville star, was played at Candlestick Park for many years. And
well, you know, if you get out there, Keith, it's you remember that old Mark Twain saying, what was it, the coldest summer ever. Coldest winter I ever spent was a summer in San Francisco.
Yes, that's right.
You know, they're selling jackets on every corner by the people, those unsuspecting persons that come out and expecting just a good balmy Bay Area day, and it's never quite that way.
Well, tonight, and you mentioned earlier, we've had such a great run of weather on Friday nights, and not that this is so terrible. It is cold tonight, but it's relatively dry and clear, and we have a good night for football, and these teams are providing some good football for us. But we did have a really good run of football weather this fall.
Really was. Great fall.
So 4th down and 6. And the punt, low this time, but he got a little distance with it. Picked up at the 45. Kaufman at the 50, and now in Pikeville territory at the 40. Down the sideline he goes, and they're not going to catch him this time. He is into the end zone. Touchdown.
Number 2, Dave Kaufman returns the punt for the short touchdown.
Great return there, Keith. I was watching it develop, and I was thinking they'd set the wall up over here on their home side. And I thought, if he can get by that one guy and get to that wall, he's got a shot. And, of course, then he outran some people at the end zone, but really nice return.
Oh, he took it all the way in this time, and Sayre is in front 6-0. Now the try for point number 7. That one is on the way, and it is good.
And your score is Sayre 7 and Pikeville nothing.
So Sayre leads it 7-0. We'll take a break and come back in just a moment here on Glycod.
New year means next level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Mathnasium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Mathnasium method develops the critical thinking and problem-solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Mathnasium, we're changing lives through math.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Danny Rice on the kick for the extra point for Sayre, and we saw some drives stall out, Bill, but this time they just put it in the hands of Brock Kaufman, and he did the rest.
I think they said, what the heck, well, these series are not turning anything. Let's just do it here on the special teams and do it nice and quick.
Emmanuel Arms getting ready to kick off for Sayre. Back deep for the Panthers, we have Braden Hall, number 1, and Kingston Braxton. It's number 4 for Pikeville. Pikeville now trailing 7-0 as they'll get the football back with 10:53 to go. We're very early in the second quarter here at the Sayre Athletic Complex. And the kick is away, and it is taken by Hall. He comes up the right side, dodges a couple of players, and then is run out of bounds in the vicinity of the 35-yard line. We'll see where they spot it.
And making that stop, pushing the ball carrier out of bounds is number 17, John Gaines. And
Pikeville looking to get their offense untracked. They send Joseph Reynolds wide left this time. Duty, the quarterback, turns and pitches to his right. That is Anthony, and he is pushed nearly out of bounds over there toward the 40-yard line.
I think Pikeville, for the time being, is going to remain committed to that running game. I think that they can be successful there, and they're not. They're going to stick with it. Nice pickup there of 8 yards.
Well, it's about the 39-yard line. Second and short for Pikeville. And that's stopped in the backfield, Anthony, that time. Slay ball was in there. Nice defensive play by Sayre as they stop him for a loss.
He read that the whole way right there. Wasn't fooled one bit. Stayed home. A little misdirection to this side, and but he wasn't fooled. Stayed home, and nice tackle there.
It'll be a third down now and about 4. The snap to Duty. And then the hand to Anthony. Or no, to, I think it was Stanley that time, I believe.
I think that's their first down of the night, isn't it?
I believe so, yes.
For a first down.
Yep, first down for the Pikeville.
1st and 10 at the Pikeville 44-yard line.
So they are now on the move as they get it in the vicinity of midfield, about the 44-yard line now. 1st and 10 for Pikeville in its own territory. Kingston Braxton out wide left, but they're going to go back to Anthony this time, and he hits hard into that right side and gets up close to first down yardage.
Charlie Slabaugh on the tackle.
I think they found something over there they liked. A couple of nice gains on that very same play to the right side over there. As I said, he's a strong kid, tough kid to bring down.
He's got some big guys in front of him, so they'll stay with that. Of course, they're just down by a touchdown, so your original game plan is going to be in effect for a while, but they are a powerful running team, can be, and Brendan Anthony is a big part of that. Again, it's Reynolds wide left, and there's Braden Hall and Braxton to the right. Duty's going to leave it off again for Anthony. He's got the first down, getting down to about the 44-yard line in Sayre territory.
That's a good example there, Keith, of what you call running behind your pads. Nice, good forward lean by him, and just makes it that much tougher to bring down.
Well, the ball spotted at the 44-yard line, a 1st and 10 for Pikeville. Now on first down, the snap to Duty. Now the forward pass to Anthony. He breaks away and he's going to score. It's a touchdown for Pikeville. 44 yards.
Really nice play there. Shuffle pass from the quarterback. A little trap blocking inside there. Had the defense pursuing to the left and just had a big open seam up the middle, and he accelerated. Just a really nice football play.
We talked about Anthony being a powerful back, but he showed us some speed on that play too, didn't he?
He certainly did.
So now here's Santez back to the place kicking duties. Here we get a timeout for Sayre.
Timeout of the first half.
All right, we'll take a break with the timeout, and we'll be right back with more football on Glycod.
On the road, call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Keith Elkins, Bill Powell back with you from Sayre's Athletic Complex. Sayre leads it 7-6 now as we get ready for the extra point try by Pikeville, but that had to be a big lift for the Pikeville team, Bill, getting the offense going and doing it the way they like to do it.
Oh, for sure. And I know Coach Pinkston saw something he did not like, but not just the touchdown, but something he felt it was important enough to go out and correct immediately, even before this extra point attempt.
On the extra point try, Santez hits it well. Did he get no, it's no good. Missed it. So Pikeville comes up empty on the extra point, leaving Sayre in front 7-6 with 7:48 to go in the second. So they missed the tying point. We'll see if that turns out to be a big play later in this evening. But right now, it leaves Sayre with a 1-point lead at 7-6 over Pikeville. Good competitive ball game so far.
Oh, it really is. That extra point attempt, he kicked it really high, and it went over that upright. I thought that might just miss, and that the referees sort of looked at each other, and finally one of them was like, nope, that's no good. But it was really tough to call because it was a high kick. It wasn't inside the uprights.
There's always that second or so of uncertainty as we wait for the official's call, and I think sometimes there might be some uncertainty on their part too, and that's one that can make you uncertain when it sails high like that.
Well, you have two guys, I think technically positioned under the uprights just for that, and so one of the guy has to look at the other one, and he's like looking straight up, like, nope, it was a little out.
Says, I thought you had it, yeah. All right, so Pikeville now back within a point. Santes will kick it off. And it's a short kick and going to be covered near midfield. Bo Perry takes care of that for Sayre. So with the recovery, they will have it 1st and 10 on the 47-yard line. And a brisk wind blowing down half for much of the ball game. Slay ball next to Pennington in the backfield. Play clock at 8. Do they need to take a timeout here? And it is a timeout called by Sayre, and we'll take a timeout as well. 7:47 to go, second quarter. 7-6 Sayre. We'll be right back.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time while I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football on Glycod.
Back following the timeout. Good to have you with us on Glycod tonight. Playoff football here at the Sayre Athletic Complex. And right now, the host school, Sayre, leads Pikeville by a score of 7-6. 7:47 to go in the second quarter. We'll see that Sayre offense on the field again. Pennington waits for the snap. And turns quickly, throws to Slayball, dodges one man, but then is brought down by Caudle, just short of midfield.
Luke Pennington's pass is complete to number 1, Charlie Slayball, for a gain of 2 yards. 2nd and 8.
A pickup of just 2. So it'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, Isaiah Stanley, the linebacker, and that read that right away and was wanting to put a punishing lick, and Slayball just sidestepped him a little bit and avoided the punishing lick. So fortunate for him.
Now Sayre gets set for the second down play, 2nd and 8. Pennington's got it. Turns back to his right, gets to Slayball. He gets a block along the sideline and then down to close to the 40-yard line.
Luke Pennington's pass is complete to number 1, Charlie Slayball. He gains 10 yards on the play. Good for a first down, Sayre.
You know, Keith, I don't know if you would call that a little bootleg action or not, but he had a motion to the left side and then essentially gave a little bootleg action, but only took a few steps and dumped the ball off there. And just trying to keep this Pikeville defense guessing.
Yeah, it looked like Slayball got a nice block from a teammate there as he went down the sideline as well, and so it's a first down for Sayre. Fake to Slayball, this time over the middle, it goes to Kaufman. He's brought down, but the completion is good. Down near inside the 30-yard line.
You know, that's a really nice catch, especially under these circumstances. He had to reach for that, but you can see why he was able to catch so many balls in his career here. You know, coming in this game, he had 256 career receptions, which is just what an incredible resume.
It's amazing. He comes off the field now with a slight limp, Kaufman does. So the ball on the 27-yard line now, another first down for Sayre. Under the 6-minute mark in the second quarter. And now a whistle, and looks like Chad Pennington saw something from the sideline.
That is their final timeout of the first half.
He is going to take his third and final timeout of the first half, and we'll keep it right here with 5:45 to go in the second period of play. And it's been interesting to watch these teams approach. They're doing what they've been doing, staying with the thing that's brought them here, and two different approaches, but two effective ones.
Yeah, what's the old saying? Dance with the one that brung you.
Absolutely,
there, so.
yeah. Pikeville, of course, comes in. What a tradition they have built up. 4 championships in 5 years now. Chris McNamee, the Panthers head coach, and has headed up just an excellent program down there.
And, you know, they were state champs, and he was a quarterback for Pikeville as well under Hillard Howard.
Yeah.
Hillard Howard's one
of the great names in Kentucky football.
We used to go to camp sometimes and go against Hillard Howard. He and the coach that I coached with were good friends, and he was a character. I'll say that.
Yeah. Chris McNamee in his 21st season, and Bill Powell, a longtime coach at the high school level, and played for a 2A state runner-up back in 1975 for the Middlesboro High School Yellow Jackets, and that was
and who was a radio announcer back then?
You know, I'm having trouble coming up with a name now, but I think it might have been me. And 49 years later, here we are.
How about
high school football on Friday night? Great to be working with you.
Yeah, same here.
Here's a pass out to the right side. Kaufman with the catch.
Luke Pennington's pass.
Not a whole lot there for him that time.
For a gain of 5 yards. 2nd and 5.
But that was a great Middlesboro team that you had under Coach Chalk Stapleton, and made it to the finals. Played out at Western, as I recall. And
yes.
That was a great run for Middlesboro football at that time.
Well, the year before we played at Eastern in the state championship, and then the following year, that year we played at Eastern, we were a small school, but we played all the big schools because only the Louisville schools were AAA and everybody else was 1A or 2A.
Here's a pass out to the left. It's Slayball on the catch. He dodges a man and gets down for a first down.
Luke Pennington's pass is complete from Charlie Slayball. There's a gain of 10 yards on the play.
First down for Sayre with 5:04 to go.
Little swing pass there, gets Slayball out in space, and good straight north to south running on that. That's what I like to see. Still got a limp out there from Kaufman. I hope he's okay.
You saw his speed. Well, we've seen his speed on a lot of occasions, but on that punt return in particular that resulted in the Sayre touchdown. 1st and 10 from the 15 for Sayre. And in motion, and then the pitch. That's Slayball again, looking for room around that right side. He's battling to stay on his feet.
Charlie Slayball carries for a gain of 9 yards on the play.
Pickup of 9. That should put it at about the 6, right in front of the Sayre sideline there. So blocked us out a little bit, but that'll be on the 6-yard line. 2nd down and 1 yard to go.
He had a really, we don't have a monitor in front of us here, but he had a really good block on that contained man out there. I don't know if it was the outside linebacker or the defensive end, but a really nice block that turned him loose there to pick up the good yardage on that play.
Spartans break the huddle and send Parker wide left. Kaufman's out there too. Now Slayball goes that way, and Pennington looks, and now he's going to run right. He's going to keep it. Headed for the goal line. And a penalty flag flies.
5 of them.
Yeah.
5 flags.
I saw penalty flags flying. Did they signal the touchdown? Now a big conference of officials.
Well, Sayre players coming off the field feel good about it, so we'll see what the calls are here in just a moment.
Yeah, the flags came in pretty late in the play. Maybe a hit down there.
But I think, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But I think every official with a flag threw one.
Well, Luke Pennington just taking off with that football that time. All right, here's the call. Personal foul against Pikeville. We'll still wait to see. Now they did put the touchdown up, so he did get in.
Okay.
And then the late hits. And with 3:39 to go, it's now 13-6 Sayre. So we had to wait a while to sort that one out, but it is a touchdown for Luke Pennington.
Big extra point here.
Kick is on its way. And it is good. Gannon Rice with the extra point, and we'll take a break now with Sayre having moved in front by 8. The score, Sayre 14, Pikeville 6, 3:39 to go second quarter. We'll be right back on Glycod.
On the road, call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
We'll see the penalty assessed, Bill, on the kickoff now after all those flags flew into the end zone. 14-6, Sayre over Pikeville as we start to approach halftime. Still 3:39 to go, so a lot of football to be played in this second quarter, but Sayre getting the offensive drive that time, and Luke Pennington some quick feet that time to carry him into the end zone.
I tell you what I've enjoyed watching here, Keith, is watching Coach Pennington. You know, quarterback, you think about him being calm and collected, but I tell you, he's an intense individual.
Yes.
And I've seen that fire, and of course, you know, I love to see that myself. So he is into the game.
Very much so. A long time NFL quarterback, and you meet former pros, and they just seem to always have that competitive streak. Here's the kickoff, and that one's going to get into the end zone. Of course, they had the 15-yard penalty to move that one up. But Chad Pennington, a long career, most of it with the New York Jets, and a very successful quarterback. But you got to have that desire to win, and then again the desire to do all the work too. And it doesn't stop when you get to the pros. You got to continue to work to maintain your position too, and that's a big challenge as well.
Always somebody wanting to take your spot and
absolutely
get the big contract themselves.
Those jobs are at a premium. So Pikeville will have the football now at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Panthers. They send Reynolds wide to the left. Hadn't done a whole lot of throwing to those receivers. Here is Duty, and he's going to be wrestled down in the backfield. Minner, the tackle. John Luke Minner, 6'3", 195 junior. Got the tackle for loss. It'll be 2nd and 15 now for Pikeville.
Always an opportunity for a big loss when you have an open pitch like that. Good read there on the defense. .301 to go. Here's Duty rolling right. And now he is going to throw long. Hall's out there, and that one falls incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Pass attempt is broken up by number 2,
Brock Kaufman. Nearly saw him on the defensive side.
He doesn't miss too many on offense.
No.
I'm surprised to see him miss that one. But
that's right.
Not great conditions to catch it, though.
So 3rd down and 15 for Pikeville. Pikeville facing 3rd and 15 with 2:49 to go in the second quarter, and Panthers trail here 14-6. Here is Duty rolling to his right, but now turns back to his left, and he's got it to Anthony. Anthony comes up, breaks a tackle or two, and now Phillips grabs him and pulls him down short of the first down yardage.
Pikeville pass is complete and good for a gain of 10 yards. And we have
So a pickup of 10.
And 5.
But it'll be a fourth down play coming for Pikeville, 4th and 5. They have Santos in there to punt again.
And in punt return formation for Sayre is number 2, Brock Kaufman.
And the always dangerous Brock Kaufman. Back there at about the 46-yard line. As the low trajectory kick again, Kaufman picks it up as he goes backwards, and then looked like maybe have taken a little slip there about the 39-yard line and goes down. That's where Sayre will start with a minute 54 to go before halftime. 14-6, Sayre got a touchdown from Kaufman on a punt return. And Luke Pennington a short run. Pikeville connected on the shovel pass to Brendan Anthony. That play covered 44 yards for the Panthers touchdown. Sayre with an 8-point lead, but obviously anybody's ball game at this stage here in the second quarter. So 1st and 10, Sayre from the 39-yard line. Pennington with the snap, gives it to Slayball, looking for room around the left side. And he is brought down over there. Just a short gain.
Slayball gains 1 yard on the play.
Like Anderson in on the tackle.
And 9.
For Pikeville, and now it'll be a 2nd and 9 for Sayre. Clock running with a minute and a half to go. Pierre Kaufman joins the Sayre huddle along with Camonte Braxton. Ball resting on the 40-yard line. Sayre in its own territory. The snap to Pennington. He looks. He fires out to his left. Got a man out there. Pushed out of bounds at about the 46.
Luke Pennington's pass is complete to Brock Kaufman.
That was Kaufman on the catch.
He gains 5 yards on the play.
Clock stops with 1:01 to go. 3rd down. It'll be 3rd and 4 for Sayre. They'll spot it at the 45-yard line in Sayre territory. Third and 4 at the 45 as the Spartans break the huddle. And again, the snap and the pitch forward. And here comes Kaufman looking for room, gets up close to midfield.
Charlie Slayball's pitch pass is complete to number 2, Brock Kaufman, who gains 2 yards on the play.
Slayball again taking the snap that time. And the pitch ahead. So the ball spotted at about the 48-yard line. Inside the final 40 seconds of the first half. Sayre holding a 14-6 lead. Let's see what they try to do here in the final seconds of this second quarter. Now, did they jump? And they did, an offside, so that'll take care of the necessary yardage for the first down, but we're down to less than 20 seconds to go in the second quarter.
I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to make a big strike here, Keith. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been concerned about that first down as much there.
Right, so they pick up the first down, and now clock running as they come out. 7 seconds, and not sure why that started when it did. They just held on till halftime, and yeah, the clock runs out, and we have come to halftime, and it's a 14-6 lead for Sayre. They have some momentum going into halftime, and we will begin our halftime report in just a moment. Sayre 14, Pikeville 6 at the half. We'll be right back on Glycod.
Children love Head Start, and you will too. Community Action Council's prep academies are hiring now. Head Start is an early childhood education program for children from birth to age 5. Help us give more children the Head Start advantage.
Teacher, what are you waiting for?
Join our team of dedicated education professionals. Apply online today at comaction.org. What are you waiting for?
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech 24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
A new year means next level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Magnesium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Magnesium method develops the critical thinking and problem-solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Magnesium, we're changing lives through math.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Mathnasium of East and West Lexington, sponsor of tonight's Scholar Athlete. Mathnasium unlocks the math potential in every child.
Back at halftime at the Sayre Athletic Complex. Sayre 14, Pikeville 6, and we've seen Sayre with the punt return for a touchdown, but also showing us that offense that they have. And they have managed to hold up well against the Pikeville size, but very much anybody's ball game at this point, Bill.
You know, I didn't know what to expect really with regards to matching up to Pikeville's size and strength, but they've definitely held their own. They had two good drives down into the red zone that neither one ended up producing the score before the punt return. And it was a while before Pikeville actually got their first down, so they did a good job on that defensive line as well.
Yeah, we're seeing a little bit of Pikeville size and strength as they drove down the field, but Sayre has countered it well tonight, and you figure the elements are probably, you would think, providing a problem or two for Sayre as they try to get that high-powered offense on track. But this also is just a good matchup between two good football teams, I think, too.
Yeah, I think so, too. Two excellent coaches. Both of them got a really great pedigree. McNamee's I think he's won 200, I think our stats are 229 games in his 25 years. And Pennington, of course, started this program in 7 seasons. He's won 47 games. And that's starting from scratch.
Yeah, I would tell you how many times Pikeville's been in the playoffs, but it'd take me the rest of the halftime, I think, to give you their playoff history as quarterfinalists and semifinalists and runners-up. But they were state champions 1997, 1987, 88, and 89, 2015, 2019, 2021, 2022, and 2023. That's a pretty good run of football right there.
Absolutely. And they take a lot of pride in Pikeville in all their athletics, but particularly the football program.
Yeah, and I had heard Coach McNamee commenting on an interview one time that he, the junior high programs and even for younger kids, the Little League programs. And once you establish that tradition at the high school level, you get little kids who want to be part of it. And they start early, and they really have them ready to go by the time they get to that varsity level.
Sure. And, I was talking with some people about this game this week, and they heard I was on this telecast with you. And they said, how does Pikeville turn out those great programs every year? And I said, well, part of it is kids just sort of migrate to your program too. I'm not saying that Pikeville's recruiting anybody. I'm just saying that people want to play for you, and they want to play for a winner. So if you happen to live close by, I'd like for my son to play at Pikeville.
That's right. Well, they have certainly done that. In fact, it continues right on up to the University of Pikeville because several of these guys are going to be wearing that uniform, it looks like. He's offered several of them, and so we'll see some of them continue their careers, their football careers in college. A nice opportunity for them to play down at the University of Pikeville.
Yes. I think we got both the quarterback and the running back there for Pikeville. We got Isaac Duty's going there, and then also Brendan Anthony.
14-6 is the score. Sayre on top. We'll talk about the first half a little bit more when we come back, but we'll take a halftime break right now on Glycod and be right back after this, so stay with us. More football to come.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Calling all football fans. Come on down to Roosters, where the wings are hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Roosters is where you can catch all the action of the game and enjoy a delicious meal. Choose from 15 varieties of sauces. Even try our burgers, salads, and out-of-this-world pizzas. Something for everyone at Roosters. Dine in, carry out, or let us cater. Open late for the Night Owls. Visit our Richmond Road location or off Nicholasville Road by Walmart.
Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit operationparent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this. Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
Let's get real. For a lot of people, 4 years of college might as well be a million. With us, you can get a certificate in a matter of months and start a career right away. College for the real world. College for your world.
With Fast Signs, create custom deep sea signage that makes the wait a visual escape. Fast Signs, make your statement.
We're here to hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
Little everyday conversations about the dangers of underage drinking can make a big difference in a child's life. Talk, they hear you.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Back at halftime, Keith Elkins, Bill Powell, along with you tonight for Glycod. Katie Atkins, Chris McElligott, our producers tonight, and Abby Powers is our camera operator. We're enjoying this ball game tonight and hope you are. It's 14-6, Sayre on top of Pikeville. Tonight's scoreboard is presented by Community Action Council, helping people and changing lives. We hope you'll glance down there and keep up with the scores as we advance farther into the playoffs. It's a great time of the year for football, Bill, and this playoff system really sets up some great matchups as we go further into the tournament.
Yeah, it really does. Of course, I think I commented last week. I am surprised that the state of Kentucky still keeps that first round.
Yeah.
You know, oftentimes what you're going to have is you're going to have that fourth seed is really not excited about playing that first seed.
Right.
For example, I can't remember who Boyle County had to play the first game, but you get a fresh start in the postseason, but you certainly don't want to end your season on a 65-0 spanking or something like that. So,
yeah, nobody looks forward to playing them.
No,
I
I think that. Just my personal opinion, I think the state playoff system would be better served, just the winners and the runners-up playing the opposing district. And
then, of course, by the time you get to this stage, though, you really are seeing some great matchups.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
We have one here tonight. It looks like 14-6, Sayre on top. What would you think that these coaches are stressing here at the half? You're not abandoning plans at all yet, of course, because you're very much in the ball game. But what are they talking about?
Well, if I'm Coach McNamee at Pikeville, I'm telling my players, look, we showed that we can run the ball in them. Let's get back out there. We're one touchdown down. Let's turn this into a physical game, and I would say, that's our kind of approach, and let's win it doing that. Good hard-nosed defense. They played a lot of good defense, and they've done a pretty good job containing a very high-powered offense. That's what I would do on their side, and. Actually, I would say the same thing of our parenting, though, to his squad. Look, this is a good physical team, and we showed that we can score and we can move the ball on them. We got down there in his end zone, their side of the field twice and didn't score. We could be up 3 or 4 touchdowns. So, let's stick with the plan. We haven't played perfectly. They've had some passes that are not quite up to what Luke Pennington typically does. Again, the conditions have had an effect on that, but I think both of them are going to stick with the game plan. I don't expect either one of them to really go off course here.
Well, we'll take one final break before the start of the second half and be back with the start of the third quarter right after this on Glycod.
New year means next level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Magnesium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Magnesium method develops the critical thinking and problem-solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Magnesium, we're changing lives through math.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time while I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by the Kentucky Army National Guard. Serve your country while going to school or work full-time. Find your fit at nationalguard.com.
Just about ready for the start of the second half tonight as Sayre leads Pikeville 14-6 here at the Sayre Athletic Complex. Tonight's Scholar Athlete of the Week is presented by Mathnasium, changing lives through math. And our Scholar Athlete this week is the Sayre quarterback, Luke Pennington, a 4.5 GPA. And we told you about some of those quarterback statistics that he has compiled. And he is a verbal commitment to the University of Dayton. And so he will continue as a college football player next year. No surprise there. And Bill, I always have to pause when we do these Scholar Athletes of the Week because to think of all the football workload that it takes to be the kind of football player that he is and that these other guys are, it takes a lot of work. And so when you do that and excel in the classroom, hey, congratulations, right?
Absolutely. And, it just takes a lot of self-discipline to be able to manage your time. And kids got to have goals.
Yes.
When you have goals, you want to go play college football. You want to have a successful career outside of athletics. And so it's good to see kids with that are goal-oriented, and you have to be to do what he's done and these other kids that win that award. So, yeah, congratulations to all those.
Yeah, congratulations to all of our Scholar Athlete winners throughout the year. We pick a Scholar Athlete from the home team, or they supply that name to us and recommend someone. And tonight it's Luke Pennington, the Sayre quarterback, and congratulations to him on his academic accomplishments as well as his great work at quarterback for Sayre. Interested in a corporate partnership with Glycod on our high school athletics platform or have a programming idea? Drop us a note at glycod.com. Well, Bill, we talked about, I guess, probably the most electrifying play of the first half was the return by Brock Kaufman, the punt return that put Sayre on the board. And then, of course, we saw the great score, the play by Anthony of Pikeville, taking the short, the shovel pass and getting Pikeville on the board. And the run by Luke Pennington, that was the only scoring, make it 14-6. So a variety of plays there, but I guess the message might be, especially in dealing with Brock Kaufman, is he can break one at any time, whether he's at the wide receiver position or back there return a punt.
Anytime, and that's why you take this, you go ahead and throw the little short bubble screens, the little swing passes that are only 3 or 4 yards. You say, why would you throw that little short pass? Because when he gets the ball in his hands, he can take it. He can go the distance.
Well, a great crowd here at Sayre tonight. And, of course, Pikeville always has a good contingent on hand, however far they have to travel. And so we will hear from them in the second half as well on a night that we started the evening at about 45 degrees. And that may have dipped a little bit, but the wind, the feels-like factor is not going to be 45, Bill. It's a little bit below that, I think.
Feels much colder, and you're right. Great contingent here from the home crowd, Sayre, and Pikeville travels well. But, it's a good night to sit at home and watch on TV.
That's right. Well, we're glad you're doing it. Yeah, we're glad all of you are doing that.
Yeah, they follow the weather report. They should be sitting back with their feet up in front of the fireplace watching this game.
A little bit later tonight, I think. Yeah. Well, it's a 14-6 lead, and Pikeville is set to kick off to get this second half started. And we're glad you joined us on Glycod. Hope you enjoy the second half of what has been a terrific football game so far. Here's the kick from Santez, and that is Kaufman over there on the left side, going down that left sideline. So a short gain to get it started.
A lot of football left, but, a good opening drive and a score right here would go a long ways for Sayre.
It was Caden Jones on the return, number 3, not 2. And so Caden Jones gets him started here in the second half.
from its own 27.
First down at the 27.
Score could cause Pikeville to maybe go out away from what their plan is, but of course they've not scored yet, so let's see what happens.
Here's the snap. Pennington straightens up and throws and got his man. Breaking away near the midfield stripe. Looks like Parker. No, it's Kemonte Braxton. Kemonte Braxton. And they get a big play from him, and now they are just across midfield and into Pikeville territory.
We talk about Kaufman, what a great receiver he is, but he's got several guys that he can throw to. Jackson Stewart, of course, Kemonte, and he'll throw to his backs too.
At the Pikeville 49-yard line.
This time Parker goes left, and Kaufman is out there as well. First and 10 from the 49. Braxton, who just made the big play, is out to the right. They go over that way again. This one's broken up and nearly picked off. That is Hall that got a hand in there on that one.
Second and 10.
You read that one well, timed it well.
A second and 10 coming up for Sayre. Just underway in the second half. Jackson Stewart into the ball game along with Robbie Jenkins for Sayre. They're looking for their 13th victory of the season. 12-0 coming into this one. The snap to Pennington. Again, he looks right and then rolls left and pitches it downfield, and that one is incomplete. We've seen him do that on several occasions. A little deception there as he looks right and then goes back to his left.
It's a tough throw, though. Even a good quarterback like him, who has a very accurate arm, you're running to your left, and then you got to throw back across your back, across your body. And it's a tough throw. Threw it a little bit behind him there.
So a 3rd and 10 play coming up for Sayre.
But when you're completing nearly 80% of the year, you don't make too many bad throws.
That's for sure. Can't have been too many. So on 3rd and 10 from the 49. Here's the snap to Pennington. Takes it and throws back to his left. Got Slayball over there, but he just gets back to about the line of scrimmage.
Luke Pennington's pass is complete to Charlie Slayball. There's no gain on the play. 4th and 10.
So we'll see Brock Kaufman take on another role now. He'll step back into punt formation. That's Braden Hall down there to receive at about the 20-yard line in Pikeville territory.
We don't have any stats on his punting, but I'm going to make a wild stab and say he hasn't punted very much this year. when you're averaging as many points per game as they are, you're not going to have a lot of punts.
Probably hasn't been pressed into duty too many times, but he gets a pretty nice kick off. And that one, though, bounces straight up and is going to be down inside the 30-yard line. And that's where Pikeville will get started here in the second half with 10:40 to go.
10 from its 25-yard line.
Isaac Duty and his teammates back on the field now, the offensive unit for Pikeville. Now we've got to check on a flag.
And there is an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Pikeville.
You've heard the announcement, an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against the Panthers. But they're going to play from the 25. Here's the snap and the give to Anthony, working his way through and fighting forward. Gets past the 30 to about the 33, 34-yard line.
On the play, 2nd and 3.
So it'll be a 2nd down and 3. 10-minute mark in the third quarter. And Reynolds coming wide left to the bottom of your screen. And Braxton going in motion. And then the handoff to Braxton, and he is around the right side and has first down yardage before being pulled down near the 40. Kingston Braxton on the carry.
Late flag in there, Keith. Looks like maybe it was a face mask or a late hit. I didn't see a late hit.
Well, we'll check and see what that does to the situation now. It's looked like we're getting ready to be a first down for Pikeville, and this one's going to be stepped off against Sayre. Personal foul.
Penalty is a face mask.
Face mask.
A 15-yard penalty against Sayre.
So that'll put it at about the 46-yard line over in Sayre territory now. Pikeville breaks the huddle. The quarterback Isaac Duty, who's had an outstanding career at Pikeville, takes the snap and hands it off. Brendan Anthony again hits in there, and he picks up a couple, maybe three.
He was hit in the backfield, but still was able to get a couple yards out of that.
He's had offers from the University of Pikeville, also UVA Wise, and if I'm not mistaken, Bill, that used to be Clinch Valley College many years ago.
Did.
Didn't
I
it?
played, actually played some baseball against Clinch Valley when I was in college.
Duty gets set to take the snap on second down and about 8. He turns, hands it off, and a big hit on Anthony, and that is Brock Kaufman.
I tell you, the Kaufman kid is just an explosive athlete. I mean, he's only 170 pounds, but he delivered a lick right there because that's a tough runner, and he stopped him dead in his tracks.
He did make a tough hit on that one. In fact, I was just getting ready to check his weight, too. But he is 170 and made it all work for him right there. Now we see Reynolds back on the field. That's Anderson leaving. So a third down play, big play for Pikeville. The snap, and Duty turns, throws to his left. Reynolds has it, finds an opening there, and gets first down yardage. He's down inside the 35-yard line.
Number 6, Camonte Braxton.
Little quick screen over here. Nice blocking by the lineman. I saw them pick up the blocks there and stay in contact with them and allowed that play to be successful, but nice blocking by those guys.
Catch by Reynolds, a sophomore. Now a first down for Pikeville. Big play for them. And that puts it at the 36-yard line in Sayre territory. Crowd trying to urge on the Sayre defense now. The handoff to Anthony and a big hit there, and he is brought down at about the line of scrimmage.
But it looked like it, Keith. I thought the same thing. I thought he was stuck right there, but he bounced off.
2nd and 5.
It actually got about 7 yards.
You're right.
I thought
he
the
was
same
down
thing
there.
you did.
Yeah.
I thought he was down. Good lick.
Yeah. So the game puts it in a 2nd and 5 situation. They're at about the 29-yard line in Sayre territory. So Pikeville moving it along now. Here is Duty. He's going to keep it and move around the left side. It's inside the 30 to about the 26-yard line.
Pikeville quarterback keeps.
Isaac Duty, 6'4" and 215.
He gains 3 yards.
So they're going to give him the first down, it appears, on that.
Yeah. Mark the ball at the 26, 1st and 10, Pikeville.
Barring an offsides penalty, you're almost glad to see him go ahead and get that first down because it's almost like a free play when you're third and a foot. They can gain take some yardage and still get.
All out wide to the right. The give to Anthony, straight ahead this time, and this time they do have him down after a short gain.
Caden Jones and Charlie Slayball on the stop.
So this will be a second down play coming for the Panthers, driving for potentially a tying touchdown if they got a 2-point conversion. So now it'll be second down and about 8, it looks like. The ball at the 24-yard line in Sayre territory. Here's the turn, the pitch to Anthony, looking for room around the right side. Finds some. Down the sideline he goes. There's a flag.
There's a flag on the play.
Down inside the 20-yard line.
And reading the body language there, looks like it's going to be holding. Oh, there's a couple more flags. Apparently he didn't like what one of the Pikeville players said, and I'm just reading body language now. I do not know, but I'm going to guess that we've got 2 penalties against Pikeville there.
Yeah, the other flags came in well after the first one, and it
2 penalties on the play.
Yeah, it looked like there was a conversation going on over there, but as you say, it's a long way over there. We don't know what was said, of course, but we'll see what the call is.
Probably wasn't very flattering.
I don't think so. I don't think it was very flattering. And
the play itself was a very successful play, though.
Yeah.
It looked like the old Vince Lombardi Green Bay sweep there, just pitch and 2 running backs out leading. And
we have a holding call against Pikeville.
There's the holding call. Now, what else do we have?
And we have a dead ball.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. That was the dead ball foul that, as a result of possibly, we think anyway, the rather one-sided conversation that was going on over there on the far side of the field. And so that'll set Pikeville back further. And they are now at the 39-yard line, 2nd and 20. Snapped a duty, and he pitched it forward. Ball hit the turf, but that will be an incomplete pass.
That's the same play they scored the touchdown on in the first half there, and they went back to the well there.
He is actually 3rd and 25.
You know, I believe Pikeville, if I'm not mistaken, has 3 personal foul penalties. And, you know, they're going to need, in a tight game like this, they're going to need to get a control of that. You don't, they put themselves in a bind here when they were in great shape down there.
Now you've got a close game against a tough opponent. You just can't throw them any further breaks like
absolutely,
that.
Just cannot afford to do that.
So now it'll be 3rd down. And they are at the 39-yard line. You have to get down there around the 14, so not the 14. That is about the 16-yard line. And we get a timeout for Pikeville. Yep, timeout for Pikeville, and we will take a break here with 5:22 to go in the 3rd quarter. Pikeville driving but trying to overcome penalties here. 14-6 Sayre, the score. We'll be right back on Blackhawk.
A bold impression when you show up in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
Save $4,250 off a new 2024 Kia Sorento, or lease for $279 down and $279 per month. And new 2024 Kia Fortes, just $229 down and $229 per month. Or save more with rates as low as 0.9%.
And don't forget our 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. Give them something to talk about in a new Kia from Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
.522 to go, 3rd quarter, 14-6 Sayre on top. I'm Keith Elkins, Bill Powell alongside tonight. We have seen a good one. We hope you've enjoyed it, and there's a lot of football left to be played. Game's still very much up for grabs, and Pikeville now trying to regain, as you say, Bill, a little composure and get back to work on that drive.
I'm sure they're looking at possibly here, or probably more likely, a 4-down territory. So especially if they gain any yardage on this one at all. And, you know, they don't have to get it all. They just, you know, get 10 or 12 yards and put themselves in a position to get the first down on the next play.
3rd and 25 from the 39. Duty steps back to throw. A penalty flag is in the air.
I'm guessing motion on that.
So third, it is a false start penalty against Pikeville. So they are heading in the wrong direction from their point of view.
Yeah, I think the guy in motion was a little eager to get started upfield. Needed a few more stutter steps in there before he made that plan upfield.
So 3rd down at about 30. There's 3rd and long, and then there's 3rd and really long, right? Snap on 3rd and 30. Duty back there to throw. Lets it go over the middle, and that one is incomplete. He was throwing for Hall, but that one fell to the turf, and it'll be 4th down. Jackson Stewart on the defense.
Mikey Hager there showing a little frustration on Pikeville, the inability to come up with that pass, but it was a good defensive play by 2 defenders there on the Sayre team. One got a hand on it, and the other was right on Hager.
Here is the snap on 4th down now, and Sanchez gets the punt away, and it bounces out of bounds down near the 20-yard line, inside the 20, looks like.
You know, the lack of discipline there just really took Pikeville out of a real opportunity to score and perhaps tie this game up, assuming they would have went for 2.
Mm-hmm.
They're just going to need to regroup rather emotionally here and get control of themselves.
Didn't get inside the 20. It was at the 24 when it went out of bounds. And so that's where Sayre will start now. So Pikeville will start that regrouping effort now and have to forget about that last drive and see if they can stop Sayre here and try to get another one going. Here's the snap to Pennington, throws, and that one was behind Slayball. He grabs it and starts down the field with it. I don't know if that was a forward pass or not, but he picked up that football.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was either, but he didn't want to take any chances with it. So on his part, it's a really good heads-up play just to be sure.
Gains 1 yard for Sayre. 2nd and 9.
So apparently it was behind
the
line. It was.
Must have been a live ball. And he 2nd down now, and it's going to be about 12, looks like, behind the chain a little bit. Both teams having trouble getting going offensively here in this 3rd quarter. Pennington over the middle. Completion there to Evans, I believe.
Complete to number 88, Connor Evans.
It was Evans. Connor Evans made the catch, his first of the night. 6-footer, 205-pound senior.
8 yards on the play.
Just nice job went out. Little 8-yard curl, settled in that hook zone.
I think I saw 15 different players have caught at least one pass for Sayre this season.
I noticed that. Yeah, that's just spread the wealth.
So they found Connor Evans that time. Sets up about a 3rd and 6. About the 27-yard line. Pennington looks, goes a little longer this time, and the catch made up near midfield.
Pennington's pass is complete to number 7,
Chase Parker makes the catch this time.
Well, Pikeville really had pretty good coverage, but he just stood there and sort of watched the ball sail over his head. I don't know if he didn't think that it was going to be catchable or not. But good execution on the part of Sayre.
They're right there at the midfield stripe now. Chase Parker 22 catches on the season coming into tonight, 7 of them for touchdowns. So he makes the catch and then is down at the 50-yard line. This would be a huge turnaround here if Sayre goes down and scores, because Pikeville was really knocking on the door earlier before the penalties began to move them the other way. There goes Slayball around the left side, and he's close to first down yardage inside the 45.
He gains 8 yards.
Moving into the late stages of the third quarter now, 2:50 to go.
That end around is a nice play for them, because often they can come off of that with a little play action, and you just freeze those linebackers, and creates a lot of opportunities to throw the ball.
We're going to step one off against Sayre. It's a holding call. Back 10, and now they're going to be on the 43-yard line, back in their own territory.
Sometimes there's a reason plays are successful.
Gain yourself a little extra advantage there. Just hold on to the guy a little bit. Nice game by Slayball, but now nullified by the penalty. And so Sayre breaks the huddle at 1st and 17 from the 43. Snap, Pennington back to throw this time. Fires out to his right. He's got a completion. Downed immediately. That is Evans again. They found Evans across the middle.
To number 88, Connor Evans.
They're back up to the 47-yard line now, but still needing about 12 to 13 for the first down.
2nd and 13.
They send Parker and Kaufman out to the left toward the top of your screen. Luke Pennington waits for the snap and has it now and hands it to Slayball. Looking for room around the right. He's got some. Dodges a man at the 35 and down inside the 30. And Charlie Slayball makes an excellent run for a first down for Sayre.
Same play they ran to the left, just came back with it to the right side. Good blocking on the perimeter and outside here on that cornerback.
Good by first down, Sayre.
Sayre does a really nice job, Keith, blocking out on the perimeter and in the secondary with their wide receivers. Sometimes it's hard to get those wide receivers to want to block, but coach has done a really nice job with that.
A lot more fun to make a nice catch, but
for sure.
You got to have them. So here's the snap and the give to Slayball, and he is straight ahead and then surrounded.
Charlie Slayball carries for a gain of 4 yards.
What Sayre has done and what they like to do is get the passing game going to set up the running game. Versus the old days when you and I were younger, you always did just the opposite, right? You get that running game going to set the passing, but no longer is that the case. They
get a nice little gust of wind as Sayre breaks the huddle on this play.
A lot of moisture. I don't know if they can see that on the camera or not, but a lot of moisture out there.
The snap to Pennington, hands it to Slayball. And there's Anderson wrapping him up. Short gain, if any, for Slayball.
Charlie Slayball carries for no gain on the play.
Yeah, they've really been both teams battling the elements through most of this evening, and a little more precipitation than we thought we were going to get in the earlier forecast.
You know, I watched that radar all afternoon. I thought it's going to skip us. And
yeah.
It hasn't poured rain, but you can just see it in the air out there. It's just a mist that continues to come down, and you're warmer when you're out there playing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And you're also focused on what you're doing, so you don't think too much about it. Counting down the final seconds of the third quarter. Let's see if they get a final play off here before we go to our quarter break. 5 seconds left. And the snap to Pennington. He's looking over the middle, and it is incomplete. That one fell to the turf. And I think we got to the end of the quarter that time. Let's wait and see and make sure here. came to the end of the third quarter, and we did. It's zeros on the clock, and that is the end of the third quarter of play with the score Sayre 14 and Pikeville 6. Back with the fourth quarter of this one in just a moment here on Glycod.
Let's get real. With us, you'll get a great education that can lead to a great career faster. Even better, you won't end up with crippling debt. College for the real world. College for your world.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol. I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time while I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Let's get real. You could go to work right after high school, but spend a little time with us and we'll give you a better chance to do more, be more, and earn more. College for the real world. College for your world.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Back at the Sayre Athletic Complex, Bill. It's the fourth quarter. Your season's on the line. Everybody's got to step up now, don't they?
Yeah, you saw Pikeville do what a lot of teams do. They've got those four fingers up. Hey, fourth quarter's ours. One of the things that coaches work on in summer practice, that extra conditioning, but every team's thinking the same thing, too.
4th down and 6. And, well, do we have the same situation? No, we had a timeout this time. Timeout called by Sayre.
That's Sayre's first timeout of the second
so we will take a break here and be right back in just a moment on Glycod.
On the road, call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
Glycod on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycod.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Fourth quarter action at Sayre Athletic Complex. This 1A playoff game, quarterfinal game. Sayre and Pikeville in a battle. Sayre on top right now, 14-6. This is a 4th and 6 play from about the 23-yard line. Pennington back, looking, has some time. Now he fires out to his right, and that one sails incomplete.
Luke Pennington's pass falls incomplete. Intended receiver was Chase Parker. And Pikeville takes possession on down.
So now the Sayre defense challenged, and the Pikeville offense trying to get something going again. They were hurt by penalties on what had been a good drive there last time, Bill.
Yeah, just, that last throw, not the last throw, but the one before that down at the end of the third quarter, you can see the ball look like a wounded duck, not a typical Luke Pennington throw.
Right.
It's just the ball's getting a little slick.
Yeah, the weather has gotten a little tougher as the game has gone along as far as a passing attack is concerned. It's like Anthony with the carry on that first down play.
There is a gain of 2 yards on the play. Second.
So they give him a pickup of 2, and that'll be at the 25-yard line now. Ball at the 25-yard line in Pikeville territory.
Nice opportunity for a little play action here, maybe.
Goody waits for the snap. Not much there that time. Sayre defense turning in an outstanding effort tonight. This is a defense, though, that has allowed their opponents only about 5 points a game. So they are used to these low totals, but they are playing very well tonight.
That's good assignment football right there. They did not collapse on the give, and people stayed home and enabled him to make that tackle on the quarterback.
Third down, about 6. They're going to try it around the left side with Anthony, and he's got the first down and more and pushed out of bounds. A big play for Brendan Anthony.
Is good for a first down.
Anthony's at the core of their running game, and they have depended on him all night long tonight, and he is delivering.
That could have been a big stop for Sayre there.
The ball over into Sayre territory at the 49-yard line. First down, Pikeville. Panthers came in at 7-5, but have been on the move in the second half of the season. And some injuries. So 1st and 10 from the 49. And again, they pitch it ahead. Here is Hall with it, and he cuts back in toward the line of scrimmage. Not a lot there, but he did get a short gain after making the catch of the pass. Now spotted at about the 47.
There's a gain of 3 yards on the play. 2nd and 7.
Well, the wind blowing hard enough now, Bill. It's that's about the extent of your aerial game is to throw the shovel pass, right? Going to be pretty hard to do much longer than that right now. The Sayre defense being put to the test. Ball at the 47-yard line. 2nd and 7 for Pikeville. Trailing by 8. Sayre on top. The give to Anthony, and this time they've got him for a very short gain, maybe no gain that time.
I'm really impressed by that defensive line of Sayre. When you look at it, you see a couple of good-sized bodies, but no really big bubbas on that defensive line.
Yeah. So a 3rd and 7. Fans on their feet here. Here's the snap. And Duty turns. He's under pressure. The ball is on the ground. And it looks like Sayre's got it. It's going to be blown dead right there, but a big play by the Spartans defense, and a fumble is recovered by Sayre, and it'll be at about the 43-yard line.
I don't think Duty ever saw him coming. From the backside there, Goodlet stripping the ball, and just great effort there. Who did you say recovered that?
I didn't see the recovery. John Luke Minner made the hit, and I think it was Hudson Ward on the recovery. Hudson Ward, 24.
He sprinted 10 yards for that ball. He knew that what an opportunity that was to come up with that one.
So a big play by the Sayre defense, and they have it now with 8:51 to go. The offense does, and Sayre in Pikeville territory. The handoff to Slayball. He finds room off that right side. Tripped up after gaining a first down. He's inside the 30-yard line.
13 yards on the play. And that gain is good for
First down for Sayre. Big turn of events with the turnover.
Obviously Pikeville is still in this game. A lot of time left, but at the moment, when you look at the body language of these kids there, it's a big momentum change there.
Yeah, Pikeville's going to have to stiffen the defense here and stop this drive. Sayre with that momentum going for it right now. But it is still just a one-score game. It's Slayball again. It's into the right side of that line. 2 or 3 Panthers there to meet him, but a short gain for Charlie Slayball. And they're really starting to depend on him now, Bill, as this game gets into a grinded-out mode.
Absolutely. Eat that clock up. Take as much time off of it as you can. Pikeville's not only got to score a touchdown, Keith, they've got to get that 2-point conversion.
Right.
So they are only 1 score down, but they will have to convert.
Now, missed extra point back early in the ball game. Second down play. About 8 to go. Pennington looking, fires the pass over to his left, and it is incomplete. He was going for Kaufman.
Luke Pennington's pass intended for Chase
Parker, rather, not Kaufman.
And we have 3rd and 8.
So a 3rd down and 8 play coming for Sayre.
One of the things I've noticed about this offense is they're content not to go for the sticks every time. You know, even on a 3rd down play, throw it, get 6 yards out of 10, maybe still leave yourself 3 or 4 yards for a first down. And of course, always you complete that 6-yarder, guy can get loose and pick up a few more yards.
Here's the 3rd down play. He turns back to his right, got his man over to the right side. It's a first down, and it's down near the 10-yard line. Charlie Slayball on the receiving end that time.
I'm going to tell you, Keith, that's a call from a guy that's had a lot of years in the NFL. Just what he did right there, he took advantage of a situation where Pikeville was pinning their ears back. It was a big play. They were coming after the quarterback and did the little bootleg pass, screened out to the right side. Just a great play call there by Coach Pennington.
Puts them at the 15-yard line, 1st and 10. This would be a huge score for Sayre if they could get it. And Slayball takes the snap, hits into the right side of the line, crosses the 15, but not much more than that.
Charlie Slayball carries for a gain of a yard on the play. 2nd and 9.
Under 7 minutes to go now. Sayre in no hurry. And we'll see Jackson Stewart, Robbie Jenkins back in the ball game. Two receivers to the left. And Pennington throws quickly, but missed connections with Slayball.
And Luke Pennington's pass intended for Charlie Slayball is
so the incompletion stops the clock at 6:24. 3rd down, about 9.
That's not what Coach Pennington wanted there, I'm sure. What he was looking for was a very high percentage pass that would keep the clock going. And, you know, these conditions are just really making it tough to throw the ball. The wind.
Yeah, they're really having to battle on offense right now to have any kind of variety in the attack as they are battling this weather. Here is Pennington. A short toss that time. He's got Evans down near the goal line.
Huge play, Keith.
Evans made the catch over there on the right side. First down Sayre. They're in a hurry. Here goes Pennington. Keeps it himself. Is he in? No signal yet.
And gains 2 yards.
Got to be close.
2nd and goal to goal.
2nd and goal, and they are right on that goal line just about. There's a big catch by Evans a moment ago.
Score right here would make it awfully tough for Pikeville.
A 2nd down play coming.
Don't let that play clock go down a little bit.
Now, do they want a timeout? Well, they got a penalty. Oh, false start is going to set them back. So
false start penalty against Sayre. 2nd and goal.
Now they are not knocking on the door of the goal line. They are at the 6, and so Pikeville has a chance to make a stand, keep themselves in this ball game.
Coach Pennington was not happy.
Oh no,
with that.
Now from the 6-yard line, 2nd down and goal for Sayre. Pennington has the snap, gives it off, battling for the goal line. Down there close.
I'm guessing it looks.
Slayball on the carry. Third and goal from the 1. Now the whistle blows. And let's see if we got a timeout called. They just wanted. They needed a word with the Pikeville sideline over there. Clock stopped at 4:35. Now 3rd and goal from the 1. Luke Pennington back into the huddle. Out of the huddle they come. Pennington waits for the snap on a 3rd and goal from the 1. And it is Slayball, and he is in. Slayball took the handoff just as he did several times on that drive, and he puts Sayre in front, 20-6. Gannon Rice on to try the extra point that would make it 21-6 with 4:08 to go. Quite a struggle for that touchdown with the penalty that set them back, but they ended up getting back in there with Slayball on the carry. Gannon Rice with the extra point try, and it is good, and that's going to make it 21-6 Sayre with 4:08 to go, and the challenge is a big one for Pikeville now. So we'll take a break and come right back with more 4th quarter action in just a moment here on Glycod.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Is that Coach Pennington down there at the bottom?
Back here in the 4th quarter.
Right here
Yes, it is. Yeah, Coach Pennington, as Bill pointed out, is having a word with his line right now, and they have got a 4:08 in front of them, and it's right there for them now. Of course, Pikeville's going to be battling to get back into this thing. They've got time, but it's a big-time challenge for them now, particularly battling these elements, Bill.
I just enjoy watching Coach Pennington. Of course, we're on his sideline. It's easier to see him than it is Coach McNamara, but he's a very hands-on coach. He took those, look like defensive linemen or offensive linemen their side and just exhorting them like, look, we've got it, guys. Just keep your head bowed right here. Let's close this thing out.
Emmanuel Arms on the kickoff. And a tackle made at about the 27-yard line. That was Hall, I believe, on the return.
On the tackle is number 13, Jackson Stewart.
So the Panthers will start this offensive drive at about the 27-yard line.
I would expect them to go away from that running game a little bit here. They're going to need to get some yardage in chunks.
Here's the pass out to the left side. It's caught out there, but gained about 5 or 6. That was Reynolds who made the catch. A second down, and he'll call it about second and 2.5.
For the 7-yard gain.
So a nice gain for Pikeville there, but they need to make progress quickly right now. They're starting to run out of time. 3:30 to go. Trailing 21-6. And Duty takes the snap and throws, and it is incomplete.
Michael pass falls incomplete, and we have 3rd and 3.
So 3rd down and 2. The Sayre crowd getting extra excited now. They've been pretty loud the whole ball game, but
I tell you, if the body language is any indication, Pikeville is just not feeling it.
so the ball at the 35-yard line in Pikeville territory, but it's a 3rd down play, 3rd and 3. Send Brayton Hall wide right. Here's the snap and the pitch to the left. That is Anthony, who is fighting his way toward midfield.
The body language as a whole may not be feeling, but he sure hasn't given up.
He was fighting for every last inch on that play. And now that's down to right at the 50-yard line. 1st down for Pikeville. Clock stopped at 3:08. So 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Straight championships on the line here for Pikeville. There's Duty looking, and firing over the middle. It's tipped in the air, and it's picked off. That is Parker coming back toward midfield, 45 and 48-yard line. The ball tipped, and then Chase Parker with the interception. And now Sayre gets it back with 2:54 to go. Flag comes in late. But that was after the interception.
Yeah, it looked like number 3, Quentin Warren, did something there that the referees were not very pleased with.
So they'll talk it over now. We'll see where the ball is spotted, but it will be Sayre's football.
You know, the first thing I thought of when he intercepted that, the 76 Peach Bowl, Kentucky. I think I may have my ball games right. Marty Moore intercepts that.
Oh,
yeah,
that was back in the 90s. That was in the 90s against Clemson.
I'm only 20 years off.
Yeah.
I'm only 20 years off. Okay, so
it's been a lot of years.
Yeah, it has. So. And he intercepts that ball, and I'm thinking, sit down. He slides, and great football player. So
I'm
not taking anything away from him, man.
Absolutely, had a long pro career himself.
Absolutely, great football player, and just making the best of it, like most of us would.
Sure.
And had that unfortunate fumble that only long-standing Kentucky fans can really appreciate. And I was thinking about that same thing there. Just go down. Don't fumble. And
now they're still trying to sort this out. The officials talking it over. After the play, of course, there's a lot of excitement on the Sayre sideline, and the Pikeville players had to chase Parker over there, so they were over there on the sideline as well. So I don't know what the officials are going to rule here, or what they may have seen, but they're going to have conversations with both coaches before they make the call.
Yeah, it's been a good, hard-fought game, and you certainly do not want it to be marred with anything ugly here at the end. Let's play with sportsmanship and in this game, regardless of how it turns out, in a manner befitting high school sports.
So we'll see how they sort it out. The Pikeville players back on the field now. Unsportsmanlike on Pikeville.
Unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Pikeville. A 15-yard penalty.
15-yard penalty coming, and that
is that 4 or 5 against them?
Yeah, it's a lot, and don't know if there was an ejection or not. But at any rate, it's a 15-yard penalty for assessed against Pikeville. Sayre will have it at the 34-yard line. Clock holding at 2:54. The snap, and Charlie Slayball called on again.
Charlie Slayball carries for a 5-yard gain.
Straight ahead for 5 for Slayball. And he has really carried the load.
He did, and he didn't tiptoe in there.
No,
I mean, you know,
he did not.
He got behind his pads. You know, I often wonder, oftentimes, you know, Sayre has a really good baseball program going right now. Kevin Clary, the coach for the baseball team, and I know when I coached for 35 years in high school, I had most of my best players were football players.
Yeah.
And so one of the things that you watch is every time your star pitcher or shortstop gets a big lick, it's just like, okay, get up. You know, you're watching with a little more different eye than maybe the typical fan would be. But,
clock at 2:47. They're on the verge of wrapping this thing up. Haven't quite got it done yet, but a little bit more work to do. The wind whipping here at the Sayre Athletic Complex. Second down at about 6. And there's Slayball again. And he has got a first down near the 25-yard line. No need to go away from that at this point.
They're almost at the point where they can kneel this thing out. Not quite.
Pikeville taking a timeout. I believe they are. Yes. And that should be their last one, I think.
That's the final timeout of the game.
And we'll take a break, too, and come back and see how these final 2 minutes and 39 seconds will go. We'll be right back on Glycod.
On the road, call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
Glycod on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycod.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football on Glycod.
Back to action now. Sayre with it. And that's Pennington who gets into the line. It was not a first down play. This is a 3rd and short, and this one gets them the first down. So first down, clock on the move now at 2:30.
Barring something incredible, it's over.
Crowd quiet for just a moment as they just anticipate the final seconds of this game. Still got a couple of minutes to go. But Pikeville out of timeouts now. 8 seconds on the play clock. They'll use them all. Here's the snap and the handoff to Slayball. Hit hard and hit immediately. But that doesn't matter a whole lot at this point.
Carries for no gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
So a 2nd down and 10 for Sayre. Approaching a minute and a half left in this ball game. 21-6. Spartans lead it, and it looks as though they will move on to semifinal action in 1A football in Kentucky and remain undefeated for the year, too. This will be their 13th win without a loss.
Quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, absolutely. Slay ball next to Pennington in the backfield. It's a second down play. Second down at about 10.
I think they're at a point now, Keith, where they could just take the ball and kneel.
They had a whistle.
And the penalty is a delay of game against Sayre, a 5-yard penalty.
So that stops things with a 56.5 seconds to go inside the final minute now.
I would just expect them to go into the victory formation here. But they may not.
Out of the huddle they come, and Pennington waits for the snap. Gives it to Slayball.
Slayball carries for a gain of 3 yards on the play.
Just a short gain.
3rd and 7.
But the clock is Sayre's friend, and it continues to run. They're getting excited out there on the field now. They will begin the celebration. 35 seconds to go. And the clock on the run, on the move.
For the presentation of the regional championship trophy.
Now we get the victory formation.
One final play. And there's the victory formation, and Pennington takes it, takes the knee, and that will do it. 7 seconds, and the final seconds countdown, and Sayre has won it. 21-6 over a very good Pikeville team tonight, and the Spartans, understandably, are going to celebrate this one. They, along with their fans here at the Sayre Athletic Complex. And again, the final score was Sayre 21, Pikeville 6, and we will start our wrap-up in just a moment here on Glycott.
Children love Head Start, and you will too. Community Action Council's prep academies are hiring now. Head Start is an early childhood education program for children from birth to age 5. Help us give more children the Head Start advantage.
Teacher, what are you waiting for?
Join our team of dedicated education professionals. Apply online today at comaction.org. What are you waiting for?
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time while I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Make a bold impression when you show up in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
Save $4,250 off a new 2024 Kia Sorento or lease for $279 down and $279 per month. And new 2024 Kia Fortes, just $229 down and $229 per month. Or save more with rates as low as 0.9%.
And don't forget our 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. Give them something to talk about in a new Kia from Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by Cartown Kia, your dealership for unmatched design, performance, and savings at 3120 Lexington Road in Nicholasville. Visit them online at CartownKiaUSA.com.
The Pikeville Panthers.
Back at Sayre Athletic Complex, Keith Elkins along with Bill Powell, Chris McGilligan, and Katie Adkins, our producers, and Abby Powers, our camera operator tonight. And they're having the presentation of trophies on the field. And Pikeville, of course, they had won the last 3 state championships in 1A and being sidelined tonight by this Sayre team. And they accept the trophy for the victory in this game. And Bill, it was really a hard-fought effort. They allowed 6 points tonight. They averaged about 5 for their opponents scoring this year. That's Sayre's defense, that is. So another outstanding defensive effort by a team that really has become known for its offense with all those offensive stats.
You know, they made a believer out of me tonight, Keith. I knew their offense was prolific, but I didn't know how their defense would stand up against a physical, punishing, running attack like Pikeville presented tonight. But definitely they withstood it and just were impressive in doing so.
We need to pick a drive of the game. Tonight's drive of the game is brought to you by Central Kentucky Driving School, raising the bar on driver education. To sign up or for more information, visit drivecky.com. And we talked about that last Sayre drive that put the clinching touchdown on the board.
Yeah, and that was it. When they scored, you could read the body language. Pikeville knew it was over. There were some older folks right in front of me. As soon as they scored, they got up. Well, that's it. You know, too cold to stay out here for this. And they were going, but we still had a couple minutes to go. But for all intents and purposes, that salted the game away.
And I think we ought to mention Charlie Slayball's effort too. Not only that, I mean his offensive line blocked for him and allowed him to get some of those opportunities. But him being able to take over that running game at the time really made a difference in them being able to run out the clock and just put together the drive that they did.
Actually, he really did. You know, we mentioned the fact that he didn't have the huge numbers that a lot of backs have. But, again, he did average nearly 10 yards a carry, 9.6, I think. I worked it out. And, you know, he's such an addition to a good passing attack. And those ends around that he ran really made a difference and just opened up that defense for them to run through.
Well, the celebration continues as We Are the Champions plays in the background. In fact, it's playing right next to us, I think, is where it's playing. But we are here for our post-game show. We'll take a break and come back with more in just a moment on Glycod.
With the confidence and security of a pre-owned Kia from Cartown Kia. This incredible certification package is loaded with a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 10 years of national roadside assistance, and 2 years of free maintenance. Choose from over 70 certified pre-owned Kias or over 1,000 vehicles of all makes and models. It's new car driving at used cars prices with certified pre-owned Kias from CartownKiaUSA.com.
Let's get real. For a lot of people, 4 years of college might as well be a million. With us, you can get a certificate in a matter of months and start a career right away. College for the real world. College for your world.
Need a tow? Martin's Peterbilt Towing Service is here 24/7. Based in London and Pikeville, we will travel to you. Commercial trucks and trailers, no job too big. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
To hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
Little everyday conversations about the dangers of underage drinking can make a big difference in a child's life. Talk, they hear you.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
At a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time while I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable. They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
You're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself. This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by the Kentucky Army National Guard. Serve your country while going to school or work full-time. Find your fit at nationalguard.com.
Back at Sayre Athletic Complex, Sayre wins it tonight 21-6 over Pikeville. Keith Elkins along with Bill Powell, and Bill will take a look at the scoring summary tonight, brought to you by IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. And Brock Kaufman got things started tonight with that punt return. We had a scoreless battle there early, but he is so dangerous as a receiver, and then as we saw also as a punt returner.
Yeah, you know, it reminds me a little bit. I've had a couple opportunities to watch Frederick Douglass, and they have that Avian Chenault.
Yes.
And both of those guys are just electric, and you want to get them an open field, and they're game changers. And
then a little bit later on, we saw Luke Pennington hit the end zone. We've talked about the way he has the deception in the pass delivery sometimes, as he'll look to his right, or as you said, square up the shoulders one way and then end up going the other way. This time he did that and then ended up running with the football and scoring.
Yeah, he did. And, you know, his coach set him up for that so well. His dad, the coach. But he just did a magnificent job calling plays and keeping Pikeville off balance and just utilizing all the weapons that they have. As you alluded to during the game, they have several receivers, quite a few receivers that have caught passes this year, and so you know, you've got Kaufman and you've got some of the guys that you rely on, but there's a lot of weapons out there for that offense.
There are, and that was the second Sayre touchdown, but by that time Pikeville had gotten on the board. They had a nice play, a shovel pass to Brendan Anthony, who really carried the workload for them tonight on their rushing attack, and in that case a pass reception, but the play covered, I believe, 44 yards if memory serves, and that was nicely done.
Oh yeah, beautiful. Good play call for them, and you know, he was a force to be reckoned with all night, and they're really fortunate to have held them to 6 points.
And then Slayball added the final touchdown for Sayre, and we've talked before about how he did just a tremendous job when they really needed to turn their focus just a little bit away from the passing game that served them so well. But in this case, they wanted to chew up some of that clock, and then they had a very dependable running back to do it.
Yeah, and you know, like I said, a lot of tools, a lot of weapons out there, and that passing game opens up the running game so much. And,
we love you, Keith Elkins.
You hear
I can't keep them away.
You know,
I don't.
all the fans here, and the adoring fans here for Keith, well deserved. But yeah, just you know, really, it was just such a great win for this program. Pikeville's been such a formidable foe for all the
really
people in single A for quite a few years, and so any time that you can beat them in the playoffs. It's just a great win for your program and a big step up for Sayre.
And we'll have our most outstanding players coming up here in just a moment following our final break. But before we go to that break, one more mention of Pikeville's success. This is a great program, a great team, and they had a fine group of fans following them tonight. It's not going to be their year this year, but what a tradition they have, and wouldn't be surprised at all to see them back in this position next year.
Oh, no, I think you can probably expect them to be back in the running somewhere next year for sure.
So our congratulations to Chris McNamee and his team, and also to Chad Pennington and his team. It'll be Pennington's team that moves on tonight following this 21-6 win for Sayre over Pikeville. We'll take a break, come back with our most outstanding players in just a moment, and wrap things up from the Sayre Athletic Complex here on Glycod.
With the confidence and security of a pre-owned Kia from Cartown Kia. This incredible certification package is loaded with a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 10 years of national roadside assistance, and 2 years of free maintenance. Choose from over 70 certified pre-owned Kias or over 1,000 vehicles of all makes and models. It's new car driving at used cars prices with certified pre-owned Kias from Cartown. A bold impression when you show up in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
Save $4,250 off a new 2024 Kia Sorento, or lease for $279 down and $279 per month. And new 2024 Kia Fortes, just $229 down and $229 per month. Or save more with rates as low as 0.9%.
And don't forget our 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. Give them something to talk about in a new Kia from Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
Calling all football fans. Come on down to Roosters, where the wings are hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Roosters is where you can catch all the action of the game and enjoy a delicious meal. Choose from 15 varieties of sauces. Even try our burgers, salads, and out-of-this-world pizzas. Something for everyone at Roosters. Dine in, carry out, or let us cater. Open late for the Night Owls. Visit our Richmond Road location or off Nicholasville Road by Walmart.
A new year means next level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Magnesium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Magnesium method develops the critical thinking and problem-solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Magnesium, we're changing lives through math.
Let's get real. With us, you'll get a great education that can lead to a great career faster. Even better, you won't end up with crippling debt. College for the real world. College for your world.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Back to wrap things up at the Sayre Athletic Complex. Sayre wins it tonight over Pikeville 21-6. And as our final order of business tonight, we need to take a look at the most outstanding players. Most outstanding players are presented by Elite Building Products, locally owned and offering an outstanding selection of windows, doors, and siding. Stop in at 242 Wilson Drive in Nicholasville or visit them at elitekentucky.com. And of course, a lot of outstanding athletes in this ball game tonight for both teams, Bill, but we had to decide on one from each team, and we went with Brendan Anthony for Pikeville. He had a good game tonight rushing. We don't have the exact numbers, but he certainly carried the load for them and was just a centerpiece of their offense tonight.
He was. He's a workhorse in there, and just a tough guy to bring down, real physical runner, and so, yeah, he was load. He was load.
So Brendan Anthony, our outstanding player from Pikeville tonight. And then the outstanding player from Sayre, we went with Charlie Slayball, who really made a difference, especially late in the game, and carried the ball on that last Sayre drive. And they really went to him. He was their go-to guy, and he certainly delivered.
Yeah, not only did a good job running the ball, but stepped in there as linebacker and made some really step-up plays, made some plays, tackles for losses in there that stymied some drives. So it played excellent on both sides of the football.
And we should make one more mention of the Sayre defense tonight, Slayball's effort and others too, as they held Pikeville to 6 points, and another solid effort for the Sayre defense as well as that offense.
Yeah, again, it's a big stepping stone to beat Pikeville and move on. I think they'll play the winner of Raceland and Hazard. Haven't heard who won that game yet, but the semifinals will be a real crown for this Sayre program.
Next Friday, we'll take a look at next week's schedule. This is where we would normally do that, but things are still shaping up in the playoff scene all across Kentucky, so we invite you to check in at glycod.com and see what's on the schedule for our coverage as we move into the semifinal round. We've certainly enjoyed bringing you all of the action up through this point. Our look at next week's schedule is brought to you by New Vista. They see the good ahead. Bill, it's been a pleasure working with you tonight. Enjoyed it very much.
I was looking forward to it since I saw it on the schedule, Keith. You really have.
Glad to work with you tonight, and we had a good ball game to cover tonight. So we hope you've enjoyed following it on Glycod. And again, check out glycod.com to see our schedule of games as the playoffs move on. That will do it for us tonight, and for our producers, Chris McGilligan and Katie Adkins, and for our camera operator, Abby Powers, and for Bill Powell, I'm Keith Elkins. Thanks very much for watching. Again, the final score, it was Sayre 21 and Pikeville 6. Thanks for watching high school football on Glycod.
From Glycod, this has been Central Kentucky High School Football, presented by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. Never underestimate you. Tonight's game was brought to you by Cartown Kia in Nicholasville, movement that inspires. IBEW Local 369, power up your potential. Mathnasium of East and West Lexington, changing lives through math. Roosters, a fun, casual place for wings and more. Martin's Peterbilt of Central Kentucky. Community Action Council. New Vista. Tech 24. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment. And Fast Signs.
For schedule information about our upcoming broadcasts, visit our website, glicod.com, Facebook and Twitter @Glycod. We thank